All right. Looks like we are live. Yeah, I was about to just start and then like all of a sudden like I put on my glasses and I forgot that my son grabbed my glasses and was like "Meow," and he was like putting his fingerprints all over my glasses. So I put them on and I just saw his thumbprints all over my glasses. So I was like, hold up here, let me just get this situated. All right, there we go, a lot better. He likes to grab them and just, oh yeah, that's much nicer now. All right. What is good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. Today we got another PE live. We got a great show for you guys, man. I'm excited to talk about Splatoon Raiders. I went hands-on because Nintendo flew me out to Seattle or New York. No, they didn't. Not this time. Next time, though. Next time. I know it's coming up. When Xenoblade Genesis drops, Nintendo, you know that. Maybe when Fire Emblem, you know. But anyway, no, man. Like I got some hands-on time at the Best Buy demo. It's also like I think like at GameStop, Target, Walmart. It's like it just depends. But I actually got to play quite a bit of it. Got to play 15 minutes plus. Got through the training level. Then I got to one of the subterranean levels. And yeah, it's the Splatoon game for people that like RPGs. It's Nintendo's not calling it an RPG, but it's like a Splatoon RPG. That's literally what it is. It's a Splatoon RPG with straight up with level ups, with loot drops, with items to collect. It's fantastic. It is fantastic. I like it. I'm pretty sure, and like this is just the quick impressions. I like it more than like every other Splatoon. This is my type. This is PlayerEssence. This is a Essence Splatoon. This is Splatoon Essence. This is my type of Splatoon game. No rogue crap stuff. You know what I'm saying? No boxed in areas like Salmon Run. No reliance on multiplayer like Salmon Run. No kind of boredom of Splatoon single player because there's not a lot of like, it's not like an RPG. It's just kind of like going through levels and shooting. It is combine everything that I like all the things that I like about certain Splatoon things, and then without the stuff that I don't like. Like, you know, when it comes to like certain aspects of Splatoon, the different various types of Splatoon games, you know, whether it's the Octo expansion DLC, the single player, the multiplayer, cooperative Salmon Run. So, man, I'm gonna talk about that more here in just a bit. Shout outs to Party Man with the $5 dono. Shout outs to Party Man.
I'm off work for a couple weeks finally.
Oh, nice.
I needed a nice break because it's been stressful and I'm being generous, lol. Been getting back into gaming more and more recently.
Yeah,
Very excited to really game more again and have fun. Vacation coming up too.
Yes, it's time, Party Man. It's time to sleep. It's time to eat. And it's time to play some games and work out whenever you want. You know, get your workout in whenever you want. Sleep whenever you want. Eat whenever you want. You know, like it is time, brother. I need you to get a nice Philadelphia style pizza for me. That's what I need you to do. Get me a nice Philadelphia style pizza and relax and enjoy at your place, my boy. That's what you need to do, man. I know you've been working real hard these past number of months. So yeah, man, I think it's all good, dude. I think it's all good. I don't know if Splatoon Raiders makes it to 2029 now, or sorry, Splatoon 4. Splatoon 4 is probably 2027 or 2028 for Splatoon 4. I don't think so. This spin-off has probably been done for quite some minute. Party Man, thank you so much. This is probably like a small side team within the Splatoon team that's making Splatoon Raiders. So no, I don't think it's like the main squad or anything like that. So no, I don't think it's 3 years after down for Splatoon 4. It's probably 2020, probably next year or the year after, because Splatoon 4 was 2022, so I doubt they go. Yeah, I doubt they go to 2029. Yeah, I doubt they go 7 years. Nah, it's probably going to be next year or the year after. It doesn't make it past 2028 though. All right, let's see here. Let's get into the shout outs though. Big love to Party Man. Thank you for that opening drop with the $5. You know the whole Cog and Street. Anybody that's $5 or more, be out Party Man. Remember, if you drop a dono, put your favorite music that I can play, and I will go over it. Shout outs to Dior. What's up, Dior? Welcome to the stream. General Zamora, what's good? Welcome to the stream, General Zamora. Dan Dips, Anthony, 1129. What's up, man? Should get back into the car hobby. Gaming is like a roller coaster. Car hobby. I don't know. That might cost more. That's figure drawing. What's up, man? Nick93 is here. What's up, Nick93? Welcome to the stream. What up? What up? I had a couple of Hondas. Okay, you're talking. Okay, got you. I got you. Okay, I see what you guys are saying. Like fixing up old cars and things like that. Yeah, that stuff's fun. That stuff is fun. Never mind. Yeah, that stuff's cool. Maximilian Figure Drawing says Maximilian Deuce said this about Sony killing physical games, and I quote: "If Nintendo of all damn companies is now looking like the good guys, never thought I'd say that, brother." Well, I mean, yeah, Max, once again, Max goes off of the the general consensus of what people say online. I don't think he's actually going off his own personal experience, because every time he plays Nintendo stuff, he has a great time and all that. So I think he's simply just going off what people say online. Not because he actually has a particular anything, because once again, there's a lot of people like public figures and YouTubers and content creators. They know how much backlash Nintendo gets for like stupid stuff like Power Roll lawsuits and things like that. Stuff that's like irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? So he's just going off. He's just feeding off of what people say online. All OGs, Max knows, everybody knows that Nintendo does things that's awesome, right? All companies do things that's good and that's bad. They're not your friends or anything like that, right? So I think at the end of the day, if you went and you sat with Max and you asked him before, okay, list out all the good and bad things from every company, he'd come out with like a million things more good, probably than Microsoft and Sony. He's just saying it because it's the internet, and you guys know how the internet is. Once again, we went over what NC Smaster has to say. He has to sit there and damage control himself saying anything positive about Nintendo because people are schizos, So keep that in mind. Justin with the 3.
Dropping in and dropping out. Have a great stream. Wife is doing great.
Good.
My father-in-law bought me Kirby Air Riders physical. He saw it at Walmart on sale and knew I liked Kirby and switched to. Lol.
That's how you know you have a good father-in-law. Because if he do that for you, a lot of times father-in-laws will just go right on by what you like. It won't buy you a damn thing. So good stuff though. Shout outs to Mr. Justin father-in-law. I appreciate you. Thank you for the 3. Hopefully Caitlin is doing better. I hope she's doing better. And yeah, take care of her, man. Enjoy the rest of your night. All that good stuff, man. Shout outs to Justin. I appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. Glad that your wife is doing better. And shout outs to, like I said, Mr. Father-in-law out there. Let's go. Looking out for Justin. You're a good guy, man. All right, Dan Dips is here. What's up, Dan Dips? Welcome. Yoshi, what's up, Yoshi? Welcome. Dior, what's up, Dior? Blue EX, what up, Blue EX? What up, The Great Wah? Thank you for the 3, though. I appreciate you still stopping by, even though when you don't have time. Ninmar is here. What's up, Ninmar? Welcome. Kinesis, I also did play the Splatoon Raiders demo at Walmart. Yeah, I played it, man. I had a blast. It plays just like Splatoon. You got the controls. Obviously they're reusing assets from like Splatoon 3 and all that. It looks very much like that game, and all that, so that's fine. It's a cheaper game. It's not a full price game. It's not a $60, $70, or $80 game. It's a $50 game digital, $60 game physical. Pre-order Walmart, Amazon, $50, which that's how I'm getting the game. So for me at least, it's a 100% buy. Now that I played it for $50, you're gonna get a lot of content. There's like a lot of looting. There's like stuff that you collect. It's got all the little cues. Like I said, that's really fun when it comes to like a looter shooter type of game, and that's just single player. I think multiplayer is gonna be actually good for this, like game share. If you have people to play locally right then and there, you can game share. Or if they have copies, like I know I'm gonna game share this with my daughter. Like she has a Switch 2. I am going to pick this one up, and I'm going to say, oh, let's game share. Let's play this real quick. We are absolutely going to game share and play this game, and I know it's going to be a ton of fun. I'm going to teach her how to play. So she's never played Splatoon. She doesn't know anything about it, but I'll teach her how to play. So, dude, I'm super excited to kind of get into this, man. And the great thing about it is that when I went to Best Buy today to go see if the demo was there, and I saw the demo, my Best Buy has a pretty cool one. It has like the units where it's like handheld, and it has like tabletop mode with the Pro Controller. So I decided to play at tabletop mode with the Pro Controller first, right? And I saw a family that was looking at Switch 2 stuff. They were looking at what to get, and like they were trying out the demos, and like they were asking questions, and like the guy that was helping them he didn't know everything. He knew a lot though. I'll give him credit. He knew a lot, but he didn't know everything. So I was kind of, when they would say something and he didn't know, I'd be like, oh, well, here, like Donkey Kong has like co-op, because they're wondering what Switch 2 game to get, because they, they got us. They're getting they're buying a Switch 2, 100% buying a Switch 2. But they were thinking about what game to get. But remember, there was like the 3-in-1 bundle, right? There was like that one, so they didn't know which other game to buy you know, which one they were going to download and which one they were going to buy. So they were trying out Donkey Kong and stuff like that. So it was cool, man. And then like another family, or like actually it was like an old dude in like a wheelchair. I mean, he wasn't that old, but maybe he was like in his 50s or 60s, and he's like, oh, I'm getting the Switch too. Which one am I gonna get? So it was kind of cool. It was a pretty busy part. It was, you know, it was kind of busy. You know, it was like afternoon as people were getting off work and stuff like that. So it was dope, man. I was like, it's cool to see that. It's cool to see excitement around the games again, you know. So that's Professor Noak. What's up, man? Yeah, the direct made you more hype. Let's go. What's up, J Views? What's good? Kinesis, what's up, man? Welcome. What is good? What is good? The casual noob. I think gamers are going through the stages of grief and loss. I think, dude, if you see MBG canceling his PS Plus and campaigning as hard as he is, I mean, he's like Mr. Sony. You see Mr. PO, you see MBG. These guys are campaigning as hard against this. I mean, that's wild because those guys are like, you know, hardcore Sony. So, like, that's crazy. That's crazy. This is the most backlash that I've seen Sony get probably since the PS3. Probably since the PS3. You know, get a second job, you know, like probably since get a second job. If you want a PS3, get a second job, work more, you broke bums. My buddy, who's pretty much a PC gamer is considering getting a Switch 2 now because of Star Fox. Yeah, Star Fox will do it for some, like those hardcore, you know, old school guys that remember the old school days. They might pick it up for some of those franchises. Another, like F-Zero comes back. You got a Star Fox, you get an F-Zero coming back. Maybe you get like an old school Metroid, you know, coming back, like maybe like a Super Metroid remake or something like that. I think that'll do it to a lot of people. What's up, Bead Queen? Welcome to the stream, young lady. How you doing today? Big love. Kinesis, there was some platforming in the section of the demo. Yeah, there's some platforming. You do like some jumps, like there's like a vine thingy, and like you twirl off the vine thingy, and then there's like these little cloud halo thingies or whatever, and like you kind of like float. So yeah, there's a little bit of platforming. There's obviously a lot of shooting. But what I like are the gadgets. The gadgets are what make the game feel alive because you can press L or R on the controller, and then that gets you access to both gadgets, right? And then there's the cooldowns and everything. But then of course you can pick. They let you pick between the speed, power, and technical. And you can swap between the levels, but it just, like I said, it's just a gamer's game. It's just like a little gamer's game. It's a budget title, but at the same time, it's like, okay, they're reusing assets, probably a small team thinking of new ideas. I love it. I love this type of game, especially when it's not priced $70. Imagine if Mario Tennis Fever was $50, you know, like 50-60 split, or even 60-70 split, right? Like that would have been a lot better. I think people would have felt a lot better about it. And that's why this is why people are feeling a lot better about the smaller games, because it's like, oh, okay, it's 50-60 split, right? Or it's a 60-70, like Yoshi's case, 60-70 split. It's like, okay, I can pick it up, you know, a bit cheaper here. So if these games were like, you know, 70-80, or I mean, people wouldn't, I don't know how well they feel about them, right? If Star Fox was 70-80, or if it was, you know, even 60-70. But now that they're cheaper, you know, like I said, you can buy 2 games for $100. It almost feels like the voucher program from like the Switch 1. So that's good. That's the good news. You know, that's the good thing, because like the Switch 2 isn't, you know, it's not super expensive, but it's not super cheap either. So yeah, there you go, man. It's great. Yes, Future Redeemed is awesome. Enjoy, my boy. If there's one game that I can go back and play again and, like, you know, forget it and play it again, it's Future Redeemed and Chrono Trigger. So much easier to justify 50-60 for most people than 70-80. Exactly. Because I heard the family there, they were thinking about, you know, Mario Kart World. They're like, oh, it's $80. You know, that's a bit pricey for that one. So they were thinking about maybe downloading it and then buying Donkey Kong or buying something else. But they didn't settle. They just settled on a controller and just going with the choose your game bundle. They just settled on going with that. So I think they're gonna just download one of those, you know, one of those games in there and just, you know, I don't know if they've made their decision yet. So, but they didn't know which one. They didn't know which one. But yeah, it is pricey. So people are probably gonna, you know, ease into it, you know, get one game and then kind of wait, maybe get something else, look for price drops or discounts here and there. So hey, OJ, canceled my PSN today. Not even GTA 6 will persuade me to play it now. It's just wait for the PC version, or if it comes to Switch 2. Yeah, there's more information about it potentially coming to Switch 2, but, you know, being pared back a little bit, but we'll see about that. MBG and Mr. PO are the equivalent to hold the line people for Xbox. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Yeah, they're like the, I mean, I do like both of them. I mean, I haven't caught one of MBG's streams in a while, but I have watched it before, and I thought it was okay. I mean, he's not, like, he's kind of crazy, but he's not too crazy. Like, he doesn't present himself so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's anything wrong. A lot of people like to talk smack, and I get it, you know. He likes PlayStation, you know. But, you know, I every time I go there, I feel like he has some good knowledge on PlayStation, so I find it a good stream to watch for me, but I know some people feel differently, but I think it's cool. And same thing with Mr. PO. Whenever he makes a video, you know, I like his videos. Like I said, I don't have a problem with people who like one system the most or whatever. I have no problem with it. It's called choice. You know, I don't instantly feel some type of way about content creators that like something. You know, like if you really like something, it doesn't bother me. Like some people, it bothers them. You know, it doesn't bother me. You're allowed to like whatever you want. You know, you're allowed to like whatever you want. So, so it is what it is. You know. Let's see here. From June 5th this year to June 5th, 28 will be 2 biggest years of the kite of the Switch 2, providing us with big gaps between Gen 10, Luigi's Mansion. Okay, thank you, Ultra. I appreciate it. Good message. Shoutouts. Let's see here. What's up, OJ? About to head to GameStop to pick up Rhythm Heaven. Nice. Mine should be coming in the mail. I think it's coming in the mail. I think Amazon's gonna ship it today. I don't know if it's gonna come today or not, but I mean, I should be getting it too. I didn't know that they had a demo in stores. I'll have to see if they have it in my area when I pick up Star Fox. Yeah, check to see if they have it. I played it at Best Buy today. I did cover it in my video today as well, so if you want to know more information about it, it is in my video. But yeah, there is Star Fox, yes, has that demo, but like there is a demo for Splatoon Raiders at select locations. The Best Buy that I go to, it's like one of the highest performing Best Buys in California or in the country. So it's like we always get everything day one. Like we get like cool stuff that's even online that you would see like the Kill Switch, like D-Brand. We get even stuff like that, like specialized online order stuff. We get that at my Best Buy. So like I actually saw that today. I was like, oh wow, we got Kill Switch in stores and stuff like that, where you don't see the Kill Switch like in like Walmarts or certain places like that, but you'll see it at my Best Buy. So it's a high performing store, so they always have Switch 2s, they've got ROG Allies, they've got everything. They've got PS5 Pros, they've got regular PS5s, they got every versions of them, they got Xbox Series, they got everything. Like you can find the Mario Kart RC toys, you can find like the Yoshi toys, you can find like the Game Boy Legos, you can find like all sorts of stuff at the Best Buy that I go to. Like it's actually pretty crazy how much stuff they have there, like how diversified it is, like with the stuff they got a lot of stuff that I don't see, like that I only see online. They got stuff at that Best Buy. So my Best Buy always has everything. If there's a demo, it's gonna be there. They have, like I said, they have 2 separate units. They have the handheld, and then they also have the tabletop with the Pro controller. They have Switch 1 demo unit, and they have two sides of games. Or no, they have one side of accessories, one side of full games on there. So it's actually it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So I always just go there, you know. Nice. I have a high-performing Best Buy in my area too. Often too busy though. Yeah, it was busy when I went. I know when to not go though. I go there so often. Like if I go in the morning, there's like not many people there. But if I go in the afternoon, like oh yeah, there's gonna be people there. People are always buying stuff at that Best Buy. Like it's high-performing Best Buy. High-performing Best Buy. So like people just like to go there because it's just like it's like big, and it's just like. You can always bet that they have whatever you want in stock. Like you don't have to check online, then go with like buy it and like you don't have to do all that. Like I mean you can, but you don't have to. All you got to do is just go to the store and they'll have pretty much always have the game. They'll always have whatever you're looking for. They'll always have it. So that's why people like the Best Buy. Even though you're paying a premium or you're paying like right at MSRP, people don't mind because it has like everything too. It has like TVs. It has like washers and dryers. It has like all sorts of crap. It's a nice Best Buy, I gotta admit, and it smells good in there too. One thing that'll drive away people is like if it smells bad. Like Circuit City and a lot of the old places that went out of business, those places smell like trash. Super Christian Me World with the 2 says, I sent you something on Twitter X. All right, let me take a look. Give me a second. Thank you for the 2, Christian. I appreciate that. Yeah, people window shop like crazy. Yeah, people window shop like crazy. All right, let's see here. Okay, Instagram link. Okay, yeah, I did see this where he says, yeah, like the game, sir. they're gonna see physical copies and ship the digital controls. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, it's funny. We're getting a lot of companies that are putting up, things. But yeah, I did see that. I did see that. It's funny. Let's see here. Niche games have to pre-order though, but for the most part, you're correct. The environment is pretty fire. Best Buy does. I mean, my Best Buy does do pre-orders for things, but yeah, niche games definitely probably pre-ordering is good, but they'll always have the pre-order there. Like you'll always have to I always recommend getting the pre-orders for like niche games. But if I'm getting a niche game, I'm probably just gonna buy it I'm gonna buy it on Amazon. I'm probably just gonna buy it and have it shipped to my house. But yeah, like I see what you're saying for sure. Like when it comes to like niche games, I see that for sure. All right, but yeah, thank you for the 2, Christian. I appreciate that. But yeah, I did see that. Like I saw a lot of companies put up like statements that are like that. We're going from like digital pizzas and all that. So yeah, it was pretty funny. Ran out of characters. Can you play Fire Emblem Road Taken War? Yes, I can. Fire Emblem Road Taken Roar. Roar. Thank you, Christian. Appreciate that, my boy. Let's go. All right. This is the PlayerEssence anthem right here, man. Let's go. It's going good now. Hey, what's up, AO Trail? Welcome, man. How you doing today? Let's see if I missed any other comments. Today, all Switch 2s were sold out at my Best Buy. It's pretty busy location. Nice. My Best Buy, they're never gonna be sold out because they have so many. Like people buy so many Switch 2s from them. So like where I live in California, it's like boring. We don't have like all the stuff that like Las Vegas or like San Diego or like Los Angeles has. So people play video games a lot here because it's just like, yeah, people travel a lot. That's the one thing. Like you'll always see people with like RVs where I'm at and like all that. So people travel, and it's summer. But like that's the reason why people are always buying Switch 2s now, because it's summer, they're traveling, so they want to have something for their RVs, their RVs, like that's real popular where I'm at. Is like, hey, does your house have RV parking? Is there a place for like RV? Because people always like to travel, or like SUVs or like trucks. People always like to pack their stuff up, haul their jet skis and go to like what was it, like Lake Isabella, or go to like the the place to go jet ski or do whatever. So you're getting a lot of Switch 2 sales. Like I talked to my buddy that works at Best Buy. He's one of the stocking, or what was it, like inventory managers there, and he's like, yeah, man, we're always shifting a lot of them. So yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. Breaking Bad RVs, yeah, those. I mean, I don't see ones as ghetto as that. People got nice RVs. I'm telling you, man, the people that got RVs here, they got nice RVs, bro. I've seen a lot of nice RVs. I mean, there are definitely some ghetto ones out there, but a lot of nice RVs. A lot of nice RVs. Like we got like an RV world and all that. So people love their RVs here, man. I want to get an RV one of these days. I don't have enough space though for an RV. Like I don't have an RV parking space. My last house that I had one because it was just the lot was bigger. But my next house, whenever I buy my next house in however next many years or whatever, like I'll definitely buy an RV and I'll have an RV parking spot for sure, 100%. Not even just because like I'm gonna use it all the time, just because I might deck it out like gaming RV. You know what I'm saying? I might deck it out where it can be like a separate like gaming room. Like if I really want to just be like quiet, nobody can. I go to the RV outside. All right, here we go. Let's see here. Flipping this with the $5 says, I am pumped for Splatoon Raiders. Saw Star Fox sold over 40,000 copies first week in Japan. I hope that is considered good. I need it to succeed. Yeah, it's the best debut for a Star Fox in 20 years. The original Star Fox sold about 75,000. Star Fox Adventure sold about 122K, but tailed off pretty quickly. So this Star Fox sold about 40K, 41K or so, but it's not including digital sales. And remember, digital is cheaper than physical worldwide. So there is a bit of an uptick since Nintendo started doing the whole digital cheaper. People are buying digital more. So Star Fox's digital sales are probably a bit more. Instead of like the typical, Japan is like a 70-30 split for digital physical. It's probably more like 50-50 or 60-40 split. So you're probably looking at about another 30K or so digital copies of Star Fox in Japan. So you're looking at about the debut as a Star Fox 64, if you just consider that, because it is top 3 on the eShop right now in Japan. So there you go on that one. But yeah, it did have the best debut in 20 years. I mean, it beat out obviously Star Fox Zero on the Wii U. It beat out Star Fox 64. It beat out Star Fox Command. Like, it beat out all the most recent Star Fox games. The last time it was like, yeah, Star Fox had to be Star Fox Assault. That had to be the last one, was Star Fox Assault, I think. Or Star Fox Adventures. Star Fox Adventures. So, one of those two. I mean, those came out within relatively close time period of each other. So, there you go. Let's see. Nice. Didn't know you were interested in Splatoon Raiders. It should be fun. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Heck yeah, I'm interested in Splatoon Raiders. Yes, definitely going to be playing that. I'm going to be playing that for sure. 100% going to be playing that. Thank you, Flipping the Switch, with the $5. Flipping the Switch, I might be able to hop in for a bit. I do have to wrap up this stream a little bit early just because my wife has to go somewhere when it comes to her job and work and all that. So I might be able to just hop in a bit, but, you know, my boy's going to be in the background, so I don't want him, you know, going, and all that. So, but I will probably hop in just for a bit. Maybe I can chat and then hop out, you know, just because, like I said, I don't want to disrupt the stream with my son, you know, raising the roof like he always does. So, saw some Star Fox gameplay. Looks pretty good. Check out the demo, Nick. There's a demo on Switch 2. I think you have a Switch 2, right? But check out the demo if you get a chance. It's a freaking blast, man. It is fantastic. It's no issue. Okay, yeah. If I can't make it, man, it's just because, yeah, I can't really. That's why I even started my stream earlier today. I usually go like around 4 o'clock, 4 something. I start off my time around 4:30, but I had to go early today because my wife has to go do something. My son's sleeping right now though, but when he wakes up, I gotta take care of him because she's gonna be gone. So, yeah, go check out the Star Fox demo, man. It's addictive. Star Fox is silky smooth controls, very fun to play. It's an arcade action game, you know. It's a blast, man. The sound effects are great. Gameplay super fun, man. It's great. Star Fox is great. Thank you, Flipping the Switch. Oh, remember, guys, Flipping the Switch, can you please link your channel? Flipping the Switch is having a all hands on deck save physical situation for the PS5 thing that's going on. So I'm gonna be even if I can't make it, I'm gonna be watching that. I'm 100% gonna be having my earbuds in and watching that one. So if you can link your channel so people can know, go subscribe to Flipping the Switch and check out his video tonight or his live stream tonight. He's gonna be going live probably like as soon as right after I get off, or it's gonna be right around the same time. So yeah, you guys go check it out. And yeah, it's gonna be a good one tonight. It's gonna be a good one. I think he has like Limited Run Games, one of the dudes that used to work at Limited Run Games. He's got some notable people coming on tonight. Thank you, Retro Boys United. Thank you for the 10 jewels. I appreciate that. First demo I played in a while for Star Fox, but I finished the main story under 50 minutes. Yeah, that's the first run. You got to do multiple runs now, though. Star Fox is about multiple runs. It's about the medals. It's about the expert missions. So beating it one time, the game is built to be replayed multiple times. It's not built just like one time. It would get tiring if the game was like 10 hours long or something like that, like the first run. So it's a game to be built to be played going different routes, getting the medals, expert challenges. There's like a lot more to it. So yeah, like I said, it's an arcade action game. The expert or hard mode, oh my god, there's so much more to it, man. Limited Run Games make me wish for a digital future. Hey man, they're better than nothing. I can tell you that right now. PlayStation, Nintendo are the last bastions of gaming. I think we need to stay united. Well, let's hope Sony reverses the decision, because if Sony doesn't reverse the decision on this, it's gonna suck. Let's go even further than beyond. 15 on the combo board, though. Thank you, guys. I appreciate your support. Let's go. Next one up at 30, 50 more combos. Let's go. True, I'm still aiming to unlock the expert mode. I did the second path a while back. Still beat it before work. There you go. You got to. How about the medals, though? You got to get the medals, man. Got to get the medals on each level. You got to get the medals in all the alternate routes. I'll take Limited Run over nothing. Yeah, I'll take it over nothing. I bought Jack and Daxter collection for the $30 on PS3. Somehow I didn't get to play it when it came out. Okay, that's cool. Yo, shoutouts to the turntables coming through the Nintendo. Yo, thank you for the turntables. 800 core crystals. Yo, I appreciate that. I agree with Spawnwave. Sony must have made this decision knowing they won't reverse. You know what? Microsoft made a decision thinking that they won't reverse too. So I don't think it's out of the realm that they reversed the decision yet. I don't think it's out of the realm.
Hey, what's up, OJ?
What up?
After yesterday, I started putting together a list of PlayStation 5 games I was interested in and wanted physical. I ordered Bleach Rebirth of Souls. Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered and GTA 5. This feels like a kind of end times of gaming.
It's the end game. Combo breaks. Thank you so much to Mr. DeAndre with the $4.75. Shout out to my maple syrup boys up north. I do appreciate. Thank you so much, man. Shout outs to Jeff the Nintendo. Appreciate the 800 core crystals. Let's go. Big love, big love. 22 on the combo board. We are going, man. Combo breaks running all over, man. Let's go. It gets bad enough. They'll have to. Yeah, I think they're gonna listen. They got obliteration yesterday. They had more comments than likes. I don't even know why there was 40,000 likes. Like, who liked that? We need to go beat them up. We need to go give them a wedgie, hang them on like a hang a wedgie like on a locker. We need to go definitely pull their hat over their face. Who hit the like button on that? Who liked that? That's what I want to know. Who actually liked that? Who went there to, oh yeah, remove options. Remove options, and it's not cheaper. Not only did they remove the option, but it's not cheaper. They didn't announce like, oh yeah, digital games are cheaper now because we don't got to do physical. They didn't even announce that. Like, who did that? Bruh, who did that? No, I don't think it was all bots. I don't think it was all bots. Maybe it was some bots. Sure, okay, I give you that. But like, who decided that would be like, oh, I'm gonna hit the like button on that. Oh yeah, we're gonna close down the digital store for the PS3 and the PS Vita too. Like, who hit the like button on that? We gotta find them. That's what we need to know. I wish we knew like the like. We don't know if likes are public anymore. I wish likes were still public because then we can go and we can look and see who did it. Then we can look. So then we can look and see who did it. Shout outs to Epic Globster. This is why Twitter needs a dislike button, bro. I mean, I think you could tell there's a dislike when there was 40,000 quote tweets, 50,000 comments. Like, yeah, that's your dislike button right there, you know? The Steam fanboys who are already all digital, they liked it. Crispy Tofu with the dollar dono. It says, OJ, bro, is there any chance Sony concedes and backtracks? Absolutely. I know John said that they won't, but I think that there's still a chance. If there's enough pushback, if there's enough cancellations of PSN Plus, if there's enough people that like really, you know, push back, I do think that Sony will reverse the course. Shout outs to Just Another Artist. Thank you for the jewels. 100 jewels. Thank you so much for the 100 jewels. I appreciate that. Let's go. Do you agree that Nintendo Prime with all the companies have a long-term strategy of going digital just like Sony? I don't think all the companies have a long-term strategy of going digital. No. There's no evidence that that was the case beforehand. Now, is it a strategy that like they want to get more digital? Sure. But if you look at what, like, let's just say Nintendo, for example, right? Because there's really only three major companies that do this, right? Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. So if you look at Nintendo, for example, they said this to investors in 2024. They said their plan isn't to just sell more digital. Their plan is to maximize video game sales, period. And that's how it should be. You can maximize digital sales and you can maximize physical sales. Nintendo is doing both right now. You're going to make more money doing both than you are. It's short-sighted. Going all digital, it's a short-sighted thing. It's a, we don't have to pay for manufacturing. It's gonna save us money. Yeah, but it's also gonna cost you money because you're gonna be less likely to sell physical special editions. You're gonna be less likely to upsell on those type of things. You know, you're gonna be less likely to sell action figurines and other stuff that you want to sell with physical copies. You make more money maximizing both. Nintendo, they're like ingenious. They found a way to MacGyver it to $80 games sometimes, like Fire Emblem, the biggest game's $80, and it not feel so bad because of various factors. 70 digital, 80 for the physical. People like Microsoft and Sony going away from physical. Oh, well, I guess I'll pay 80 for the biggest games, maybe now, because I get a physical cartridge that I can resell. It instantly gives you more value. You can talk about GTA and it being, you know, shout outs to Nib, but you can talk about GTA and it being worth $100 or $200, but it actually has zero real world value outside of your enjoyment, but it has zero value outside of that. Fire Emblem, Rhythm Heaven, every single game that releases is more valuable than GTA because GTA cannot be traded in, you can let somebody use your account, but you can't let somebody borrow the game normally. You can't sell the game. You can't do anything with it. So it has zero actual real world value compared to a physical game. People will buy both. A lot of people will buy a physical copy and a digital copy. I almost guarantee you, most people that bought, or not most, but a lot of people that bought GTA bought a physical copy and a digital copy of GTA. Maybe they bought a physical copy on the PS3, and then they bought a digital copy on the PS4, or they upgraded or something like that. So you want to maximize both. And look at Fire Emblem Fortunes Wii. Special edition, $100 plus, sold out near instantly, and more people are going to do that. And guess what? That Fire Emblem Fortunes Wii, or that Fire Emblem Three Houses special edition, is now worth more than what it was. So you have actual value. You can sell it later. You know, so it's short-sighted. It's short-sighted. It's not looking at it for like, you're only seeing the tree right in front of you. You're not seeing the forest. You know what I'm saying? You're not seeing everything. And I think that's the problem. Nintendo would be smart, and I would rip into them the same way that I ripped into Sony if they decided to get rid of physical games. Why? You can sell both. You can maximize both. Make digital games cheaper. People will buy digital more. Make physical games what they are. People that want physical will get it. You'll maximize it. Hell, there's people that buy both. People will buy both. I mean, it makes no sense. It makes no sense to get rid of physical. It really doesn't. It's short-sighted. It's short-sighted. General Zamora with the $5 dono. It says, do you think GameStop, GameFly, and limited run games could go out of business due to future Sony moves forward with this decision? I don't know about go out of business, but their business is going to be impacted for sure. It's going to be a big impact, a big blow to their business for sure. Thank you for the $5, General Zamora. That does tie you up with Party Man, and I'll get George. I see your comment there, George. I'm going to get to it just a bit. Let me get this on the board. We got a two-way tie at the top of the board between Party Man and General Zamora. Anybody that's 5 or more, you can beat out General Zamora and Party Man at the top of both boards. Let's go. Thank you, General Z. I appreciate that. 29, one more combo. Let's see if people would say that Furukawa's quote was back in 2024, but they must have already thought about the game keys and variable pricing before Switch 2 was official. Yeah, I mean, guys, they don't just think of these things off the top of their head. They definitely plan this out. They weren't planning out like, you know, they plan out what they want to do for the whole generation. And then yes, it is fluid. It can change. But it's not like 2 years, like, you know, it's 2 years later now, and they're like, all right, never mind, we're good, you know, like, we're gonna go all digital now. That makes no sense. Rena Habag with the five gifted members. Thank you so much, Rena Habag. Yo, young lady, I appreciate you. You guys give some love to Rena in the chat. 39 on the board, too. Hey, yo, we are out here, combo birds. Appreciate that, Rena. You are now the gift ninja of the stream. Anybody that's 5 or more, you can tie up or pass up Rena on the board. Let's put you up on here. 5 gifted. You guys give some love. Whoever got the gifts, give some love to Rena. She's out here. She's out here tonight. And yo, we are getting so close. Back to 500 on the members board. You want to become a member? Exclamation mark member, all lowercase. Join up. It's only $1 to become a member, so I appreciate that. Let's go. Also, Chrono Rig with the $5 as well says, hey, OJ, one more thing I heard a lot for some people is that Xbox can be different and announce physical for Helix. LOL. Do they know Microsoft? Yeah, they don't. They're making cuts to everything. Microsoft isn't going to do that. I don't know why people were trying to say they can make physical. The Xbox fan base doesn't even care about physical. Like, they don't even, they buy the least amount of physical games. Like, they've been begging Microsoft to go all that, so. And Party Man with the $10 chow chow.
Really bothers me saying that people should get over it and go digital. I'm not gonna just bow down and go all digital. I'm gonna support physical when I can. I will get digital if I want, but telling me to suck it up and buy digital is a big no from me.
That's a no, dog. Exactly. That's gonna be a no from me, dog. It's gonna be a no as well from me. Hey, good stuff having a spine there, man. Good stuff having a spine. People would say that. Okay, I already read that one. Let's see here. Ninmar says, how's your day? My day's going good, Ninmar. What's up, Sonic? What's good, Sonic 101? I used to think 80% of digital, but if you look at individual games, it's more like 50%. Yeah, like, there's a lot of misinformation out there, or slighted information. It's like, if you look at, like, the big games that come out, it's not just, like, 80 or 90%. A lot of it, it's, like, 70%, or it's, like, 60%. There's still, like, on big AAA games, the split is different from, like, indie games. You know, yeah, people are more likely to download indie games than physical games, and there's more digital games than physical games, so of course it's going to be more slided more towards digital. There's more digital games than physical games, you know, so that's the thing, man. Not to get too political, but is it me or does Nintendo hate propaganda? Anti-woke propaganda seems to overlap. Nintendo doesn't know anything about anti-woke propaganda or woke. They don't even care, or that's irrelevant. That's literally irrelevant. They don't care about all that. Like, the developers in Japan have no idea what anti-woke or woke or anything like that is. They just make games. The people here in the US, I mean, if you've looked at Nintendo of America or if you went to their, they are woke, if you would call it that. Like, they have all sorts of people that are there that believe in all sorts of things. So it's irrelevant to the video game business and all that. I mean, go to Seattle and you'll know what I'm talking about. I've been there many times. I've been in Nintendo's place many times, and if you want to call what they are or not, I would say, yeah, they're woke. But it doesn't matter because they're there to do a job. They're there to do their job, and their job is to sell video games. Their job is to promote video games. But yeah, they have all types of people there, whether, you know, this or that or whatever you want to call woke, whatever that is these days. But no, they don't care. Their job is to sell video games, and that's what they do, you know. But people in Japan have no idea what that is. They don't care. And people here in America, they'll like and do whatever they want, but they play video games. That's it, man. It's not nobody's trying to push anything, you know. Let's see exactly. The digital versus physical sales is skewed. Astrobot sales were 55 physical. Yeah, exactly. I hope Persona 6 and Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out before January 2028. I want them physical. Yeah, I'll be buying a. Yeah, we'll see about that. We gotta wait. Gaming is finished. PC and mobile for the win. You know how it is. PC and mobile. No. Nintendo Switch 2. No. Nintendo Switch 2. And then maybe you want to go PC. That's fine. But no. Nintendo's not done. Not by a long shot. Let's see here. I was talking about the consumers, not Nintendo themselves. People who hate on Nintendo and people who hate on woke stuff. Those haters overlap. I have no idea, Madness Arcade. I'll keep it a buck, man. I don't really pay attention like that. I mean, I do see some of it, but I mean, like, honestly, a lot of it is really traumistic. Highly traumistic. So, I mean, like, to me, it's really stupid. It's just a lot of really stupid people that are saying things. So I'll just call it traumistic. It's a lot of traumistic stuff out there. So yeah, I'm good, brother. Let's see here. Nintendo who with the game key cards, brother. What's the physical option on PC? What's the physical option on mobile? Orange, purple. And last time I checked, Switch 1, you can still get physical cartridges. Switch 2, Nintendo's still doing physical full on cart. Now what's your physical option on PC? What's that? Or on mobile, what's your physical option? Bruh, you can't sit here and talk about PC and mobile with zero physical options. You have no physical option. You have nothing. Bruh, stop. Get your ass out of here, bruh. Come on. Don't come here and talk to me with that nonsense. Don't come here and talk to me with that nonsense. PC clears all and you know it? No. Absolutely not. It does not. You gotta sit here and you gotta act like it does. Because this is what I'm talking about. Hold up. This is you, orange is purple. This is you. I know who you are. You're this guy. Hold up, give me a second. This is exactly the same type of person I was talking about yesterday on stream. This is you, bro. This is you. This is you. This ugly dude right here. This is you. Hardcore PC gamers who've been supporting all digital over physical for years, complaining about PS5 going all digital or complaining about key cards or this is you. This is you. This dude right here, that's you. Bro, you do not have a dog in this, bro. Get out. You don't serve any purpose. You don't serve anything. You're not here. You what are you talking about? You all digital. You mobile. You're not part of this, brother. You're not part of this. This is you. This is you right here. Right here. Stop. You got no dog in this, brother. See, this is what I'm saying. This is a PC schizo. This is a real PC schizo, brother. You are all digital. You do not have any. You have no right to talk. You have no right to talk. You talk about PC and mobile. You have no right to microtransactions. Man, you don't get your crusty self out of my stream with that nonsense, brother. We ain't trying to hear it today. We ain't trying to hear it today. Let's see here. You got options on PC with it being open market, but the ownership of console games is always, it's still all digital. I get what you're saying. You have different marketplaces. I get that, but it's still all digital. It's still all digital. There is still no physical games. I get it. Different marketplaces. I get that. That opens things up. Most people just buy on Steam, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? But most of y'all just be buying on Steam, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. Let's see. Oh, you do have a Switch too? Okay, cool. I thought you were trying to say something else, my man. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed that. Yeah, there's a different marketplace, but 90% of players are on Steam. Yeah, that's what people are like. Yeah, I can buy somewhere different place, but I'm buying on Steam. It's the same argument that what's it called Nib was making. Yeah, it's $80, but I'm spending $100. Y'all PC people will argue for different marketplaces while never using the other different marketplaces and complaining about the other marketplaces. I have never heard more PC schizos talk about other marketplaces now more than ever when they don't even use those marketplaces and they actively bash the hell out of the other marketplaces, like, for example, the Windows Store, like, for example, Epic Game Store. They only don't bash GOG, and a lot of them don't even use GOG. They use Steam. So it's so funny when they start talking about different marketplaces that they don't use, that they actively don't use, and that 50% of them they bash, they think suck and are terrible and don't use with Windows and GOG. So it's like, or no, sorry, Windows and Epic. So when I hear PC schizos say stuff like, I'm like, all right, buddy, we all know you're just using Steam regardless. It can be cheaper on Epic Game Store. You're still using Steam, or it can be, you can get games for free on Epic Game Store that you guys still rather just buy a game on Steam. Cut the crap. Cut the nonsense, you know? Cut the nonsense, bruh. I'm a situational buy, both either physical or digital, depending on my mood. That's what I'm saying. And that's why the option should be there for people, you know? You have more marketplaces with physical anyways. You have infinite marketplaces with physical. I can become a marketplace myself with physical. I have physical games, and if I'm selling a game, I can sell it. You can go on OfferUp. You can go on Amazon. You can go on eBay. You can go on LetGo. You can go on Facebook Marketplace. Sorry. You can go on all these different places, and you can be able to get physical games. That's why it's very important that physical games stay. It's very, 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 very important. Now, Gene Park was on CNN tonight, so I absolutely want to watch that segment. So I absolutely want to watch that segment. Apparently Gene Park was on there, so let me get that, guys, real quick. So I want to watch what he had to say on there. It was only 21 seconds. What the heck? Why isn't there more? Okay, hold up. He only has, I need the full clip. So shout outs to Gene, big man on CNN tonight. Let's go. He said he was wearing makeup too.
This is a cost. This is a cost-saving measure for Sony, but those cost-saving measures do not pass on to the consumer. They get to save on manufacturing. They get to save on packaging. They get to save on shipping. But the games still cost the same. They're going to cost full charge on the store, and retailers don't have a say in that. So consumers just get way less options as a result of this.
Good stuff, G. I wish there was more. Is that all he did? Shout outs to G, man. There you go, buddy. But yeah, he's right. I mean, really, we don't get anything from this. It's not like they're going to reduce the price of digital. There's no savings passed on to us at all. Like, there's zero. It's just they get to save on it, and they're going to still sell you $70 editions of games, $80 editions of games, $90 editions of games, and even $100 editions of games. So that's the thing, man. That's the situation that's going on right now. Let's see here. I don't know if somebody can get me the full clip. That'd be great, man. Couldn't find that Gene segment clip. Yeah, I don't know where the full clip is, but if we can see the full, or if that's it, I don't know if that's it. I don't know how much time they gave to Gene. You know, it's always tough to get time on those big networks for video games. You know. In 2022, Ubisoft finished the physical Just Dance games with game keycards and discs. They moved into all digital Just Dance games and code to download. Yeah, that's why that's why Just Dance is trash. That's why nobody cares. Also, shout out to Party Man. You are now the sole Hokage. And guys, we are 11 Elite Ninja members away from back to 500. I mean, that would be awesome. So I appreciate you guys. Shout outs to everybody. 489 on the board. I just noticed that. Yo, we back. We back. We almost back. Yo, thank you guys for the support tonight. And also, shout out to Party Man. 15 on the board for Party Man. I appreciate you, fam. Anybody that's 15 or more, you can beat out or tie up Party Man on the board. Hey, yo. Let's see here. I still need to know who liked the PS post. Me too, brother. Me too. And also on the Ninja board, anybody that's 10 or more, you can beat up my man, Party Man. Yo, let's go, Party Man. I appreciate the support today, brother. Appreciate it. To be honest, it's bad news from Xbox and PlayStation lately. Massive free advertising for Switch 2. It really is, man. It really is. As in man, I mean, as in the awesome, beautiful Squirrel Swirl. I'm sorry. As in the beautiful, awesome Squirrel Swirl. But yeah, it really is. Like, it really is just like free advertisement. That's why Sony needs to reverse it. Sony needs to reverse it ASAP. I buy physical games on PlayStation. I'm not a fraud, you know. I got, here we go. I buy physical games. I've bought all these this year. I've got more. I don't want to take them out because, I don't want them to get... Yeah, I don't want them to get all messed up, but yes, I've got a lot of games. I got a lot of physical games, so I'm not a fraud when it comes down to this, man. I'm buying physical on PlayStation before the news even came out. I was buying physical, 777AZ double OG. This is Nintendo power. Let's see, Nintendo wins by having the best physical presence in stores. I mean, they might at this point. Or do you think that regulators will force Sony to allow other storefronts like what happened with Apple? It's possible. In Europe, they might. I mean, but I don't even know how that's going to work. How do you allow? I mean, maybe each company can have their own launch, like Ubisoft Plus or something like that, right? So, I mean, they might, because it might turn into like an anti-competitive thing, right? Without actual real physical games. Nintendo thought this one through. I mean, yeah, like game key cards suck. I don't like game key cards, but at least it's like, okay, there's a way to get it to where you own the game and like you can sell that game if it's a physical option, right? Like even if it's not like a real physical game. So that's better than nothing. So I think that saves, and I think that this backlash and what's going on now will discourage maybe Microsoft or Nintendo from doing this, like going sooner. Like if we push back on this, then I think that you're going to see changes, or you will not see the same thing happen. I think even like the pushback when it comes to Mario Tennis Fever and Mario Kart World being 80, I think that kind of got Nintendo. They're probably working on the adaptive pricing model, but if anything, like I said, it helped build that out to where it's like, okay, nobody likes $80 games, but at least there's the 70 digital option. And then with that 70 digital option, we get a price match from Amazon and Walmart, So that's the thing, that's the good news. Orbitals and Elder Scrolls Oblivion are among those taking advantage of the cart marketing. Yep, I actually pre-ordered Orbitals yesterday. I think I pre-ordered it yesterday or this morning. I forgot exactly when, but yeah, I pre-ordered it recently. And I'm gonna there's no more. It's sold out right now, the Oblivion remaster, but I'm gonna go ahead and pre-order that too. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna play it, but I'm gonna pre-order it. The Spawncast with Gene Park. I had to do things for 20 minutes. When I came back, Gene became a part of it out of nowhere. Yeah, he just joined on during the middle of the Spawncast in Myanmar. Nintendo is future Trunks, man. I'm telling you, bro. We gotta do something, man. We gotta do something. Metroid Dread 2, let's go. I don't know if it's Metroid Dread 2. It might be something different, but we gotta wait and see with that one. But yeah, Metroid Ravenous, that's the name that's being thrown around right now. But apparently there's gonna be a remake, or there's gonna be something else. Like Andy Robinson is reporting that there's multiple Metroid games in development. So he is reporting that there's another Metroid game. There's another Metroid game in development. So, or like I said, I think it's going to be a remake. I'm guessing it's going to be a remake of of Super Metroid, or a remake of Metroid Zero Mission or Fusion. I think a Metroid Fusion remake within like the Dread engine would be really good. More Nintendo power! 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 Shout outs to my man, 777 OG Double OG. Yo, thank you for the donos, man. I appreciate you. Long time Elite Ninja here in the chat. 777. Appreciate you, fam, like always. Remember when everyone was saying how greedy Nintendo was? Not like they're looking so bad. I mean, listen, every public company is greedy like you need to be because you need to pay employees. When you're not greedy or when you don't take care of your financials, you get Microsoft and Sony cutting everybody and shutting down studios. So you need to be greedy to a degree, otherwise people lose their jobs. So, I mean, like, I don't mind as long as Nintendo doesn't start doing stupid stuff like shutting down studios and firing people. That's when I'll start bringing out greedy more. I'll start bringing out greedy more if they start doing that. But if they keep all their employees paid, and if they're giving price increases, and if they're giving good job security and full-time employment, and people aren't getting fired regardless of how the system performs or games perform, then I have no problem with them doing what they're doing. I have no problem with their prices. I have no problem with that. I get not everybody's going to feel the same way, but I have no problem with that. But if they start firing people and shutting down studios, then I'm going to have a big problem with how they're doing things. I'm going to have a big problem with it because it's like, where's the money going? Where is the money going then? Let's see. My best guess is 2D Metroid is 2027 or 2028. I'm guessing 2027. I wouldn't be super shocked though. Nintendo might have it this year. They might announce that baby sometime in like August or September and it drops like October. I wouldn't be surprised if they drop the Super Metroid remake for Super Metroid remake 5060. Boom. And then they announce like, hey, we've got a Metroid Direct, like Star Fox Direct. And where it's Miyamoto. And then you're just going to have Sakamoto say, Sakamoto Direct. Sakamoto Metroid. I would not be shocked if Sakamoto pops up in a Direct and says, here's a little bit more information about the Metroid franchise. We did this, and now here's the next thing with Metroid. And it's Super Metroid Remake, and it's Metroid, maybe a tease of like Metroid Dread 2 or Metroid Ravenous. Like, I would not be surprised if that's what they do. And the Super Metroid Remake comes out like in a month. Star Fox, they did the same thing. May reveal, June launch for a remake. Super Metroid is really short. It's like, you can beat it in like less than an hour if you're good at the game. Now, obviously, most people suck at Metroid games, and it's a Metroidvania, so it's, guys know, like, you have to go, back and forth and all that. So it can take longer for a lot of other people, but it's not like a really long game. So, I can see them just remaking Super Metroid and making it look really nice. Same game, one-to-one remake, added extra challenges and speedrunning modes and things like that. And then just release that and 50-60 or 60-70 split on that one. And and just be like, all right, here you go for October, maybe like early October release for that, because you have Nintendo Switch Sports coming out at the end of October. I can see that. Metroid Fusion remake, Metroid Super Metroid remake, Metroid Zero Mission remake. One of those three, I think, are going to be remade. There was rumors about a Super Metroid remake though, so I think that Super Metroid becomes is before all those, with the exception. Obviously, Metroid Zero Mission is the first game. But yeah, I think it'd be cool. Let's see here. The rumors say that Super Metroid is a pixel game, so it could be $40. Yeah, there is rumors of that, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how relevant those are, but we'll see. Nintendo forecast thinks Sakamoto retired. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, Sakamoto retired. Well, we'll see. We'll find out. Let's see here. But Super Metroid remake would be almost as close to Wild as Ocarina remake. It's almost highly regarded as Ocarina, especially as a standard 2D adventure. It's not as highly regarded as Ocarina of Time, but it's definitely highly regarded. But it ain't up to the level of Ocarina of Time. But yeah, it's good. It's good. One thing companies want to avoid is government regulation and lawsuits. Petitions, legislation, and class action lawsuits might encourage them to change course. Apple with USB-C. Yep. Apple was fighting that because Apple would make millions upon millions of dollars of selling their own cords, their own proprietary charging cables and stuff. Eventually you have to change over. USB-C is obviously way better. Insider Gaming posted an article about a future PSN price hike. I'm just gonna act like I didn't see that. I'm going to act like I didn't see that. I'm going to act like that's not true. Let's not even zip it. I'm not even gonna act like that's true. We'll just leave that alone for right now. We'll leave that alone. We'll leave that alone. If Sony price hikes the PSN this year, I honestly think they're done. Like, I honestly think that the PS6 will flop. The PS5, I don't care how good GTA is. If they PSN price hike it, there's no way. There's no way. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Let me go on Insider Gaming. Shout out to Insider Gaming. They've done a good job of building themselves up over the last number of years. I don't like everything that they did. I mean, they do some stupid stuff, but I mean, everybody does, to be honest. So I mean, I've done stupid stuff too. Insider. I know. What's up, Nintendo Prime? Here we go again. Oh my goodness. Let's see this. What's going on there? Sony discusses potential future PlayStation Plus price hikes. Okay. They discuss it. Top Sony executives discuss potential rise in PS Plus prices. Gaming is in a tumultuous time across all platforms. Hardware prices are increasing. Also, subscription prices remain a major talking point in Japan. Nintendo recently raised the price of the Nintendo Switch Online subscription service. Microsoft recently lowered the price of the Xbox Game Pass subscription, but announced another increase in hardware price. They also removed what's it called, Call of Duty from Game Pass too. Before going any further, consider downloading. Okay, I'm not downloading your app. Sony explains the strategy for future PS Plus pricing during a translated Q&A. Hideteki Nishino, Studio Business Herman Holst, and Senior Vice President Finance Corporate Director Lynn Azar addressed the potential increase in PlayStation Plus prices and services essential role for PlayStation business model. It's not explicitly stated answer the question, but the executives were asked how many people should think about the pace and scale of future price increases for the subscription platform. In response, they stated they are always trying to balance the value of the service against the consumer costs, that they are using multiple factors to improve profitability and efficiency of. Okay, so yeah, there's nothing yet. So there's nothing yet. So that it's not like there's nothing yet. But obviously they're always looking at potential price increases. Nintendo, everybody's always looking at potential price increases. I wouldn't be shocked if Nintendo's probably going to raise the price of Nintendo Switch Online this year. I think it's going to come later this year, or it's going to come early next year. I think they're going to increase the price maybe to $5 a pop or $10 a pop. So NSO goes from 20 to 30, and then NSO expansion goes from 50 to 60, or it goes from 20 to 25, or from 50 to 55. I think that's going to happen either this year or next year. But yeah, like, I don't think this is nothing yet. This is a nothing burger for right now. Now, later we'll see, but right now, that's a nothing burger. Nothing burger right now. Let's see here. Do you think digital-only advocates will finally ask for physical when their PSN accounts are hacked or banned, or they stand by all digital? They'll stand by all digital. A lot of all digital people are actually really stupid. Like, a lot of them that are bullish about it are really dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're pretty dumb. So yeah. They'll probably be like, well, it was my fault. Let's see. I can see your comments. What's up, Mr. Davis? Welcome. Sony's just bad. Yes. I mean, listen, once again, it's a nothing burger right now. For that whole PSN, and like, that's a nothing burger. It's just a Q&A investor, thing. We got to wait and see. Do you think, what's called gameplay just like Nier Automata? What are you talking about? What game are you talking about? What's up, Huddy? Welcome. Sony, hey, what's up, Barkster? Sony doesn't honestly have the brand power to stay afloat. They keep making these ridiculous decisions one after another. Brand loyals can only take so much. That's what I'm saying. Like, when I start seeing guys like MBG and start seeing guys like Mr. P.O. go so crazy on this stuff like this, it's like, okay. It's definitely serious. It's absolutely it's a serious situation that we're dealing with. You know, we had Beat 'em Ups just made a video about it. So that was a problem. You know, that was a big problem. That was a huge problem. So that's the problem there, man. Like, that's the thing. I also want to give a big shout out to the Orbitals community page on Twitter. Big love to Orbitals, a 2-player adventure in a retro anime universe. Shape Farm and Kelper Interactive. Guys, if you haven't known anything about Orbitals, you got to check it out. It's a really cool looking game. Shape Farm, I think this is their debut indie game. They're in Japan. Okay, they're a Japanese indie company. They are making a retro 80s inspired anime style game. It's full physical on cart and it's only $40. It's a co-op game. It's probably gonna be pretty short, but you know, there's probably replay value and all that good stuff. But it's a co-op. It's a game share game, and it's also like you don't need 2 copies of the game. You can buy 1 copy and somebody else can game share it online and you can play the game. So it does have that. It launches on September 3rd. I want to give them some extra love because they gave me some love on Twitter. So I want to give them some love. But yeah, think of like Split Fiction, but like anime. Anime Split Fiction to a degree, right? Not the same exact gameplay, but similar concept. So yeah, $40. It's digital. I think it's 30 digital, 40 physical on Amazon. I picked up a physical copy myself, so that's something that if you want to think about it. It launches September 3rd. Shout outs to the Orbitals team over there. Big love to Orny with the $2 dono. That says, just got some new PS5 games on disc despite Sony. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to buy some more physical games. Black Friday, I'm going to get some more physical games. Hopefully they see that people want physical. Let's see how long it takes for they kill Blu-ray anime series. We'll see. The most annoying response to this all digital. Sorry about that, guys. Spam call. Sony doesn't honestly have the... Okay, I already read that. Shout out to the Barkster. What's good, man? Will they add some offering with the price hike? Probably not. Or, I mean, they might actually. Wait a minute. No, they might flip it. Because with the price hike, Nintendo did do the whole choose your game bundle. So, I mean, we'll see how they do that after the price hike. But they did do that to kind of say, hey, look, we do have this choose your game bundle. So they might try to sweeten the deal a little bit. I hope they do. I hope they add in like a new added value. If you're going to increase the price of NSO, add like an extra system in there, right? Add another system. Add something in there to say, hey, we are increasing the price, but you are getting this. And like, I think, like, be more consistent with like games, like be a little bit more transparent and consistent with the games when it comes to like what's being added and when, you know. Hello, on a plane, sadly I chose between missing my burger or missing my transfer. Missing your burger, or hello, you're on a plane, I have to choose between missing my burger or missing your transfer. You should definitely choose your transfer over the burger, because then you'll have to wait. So yeah, you chose your transfer, but I get that. You were probably looking forward to that burger. I personally do not eat greasy foods or eat those at airports, because it's gonna make you want to use the bathroom, or it's gonna make you squeezy. So if I were you next time, Zoob, just go to one of those convenience stores that are inside there and just grab yourself like a granola bar and some water. You'll feel a lot better. You'll feel less queasy, and you won't have to worry about anything like that, like waiting for it to cook. So just eat something quick. Eat something quick and nutritious when you're at airports. That's I'm not trying to police your life, but I highly recommend when you're at airports, guys, do not eat greasy foods. Do not eat red meat. Do not eat anything greasy. Do not eat anything sloppy. Like, don't eat any like tacos, or don't eat anything like that. Like I said, it's gonna turn your stomach. It's gonna potentially turn your stomach, or you're gonna have to use the restroom in the airplane. Eat something that's gonna give you energy and make you feel a little bit like good, you know. So eat something like granola, or eat like you know, like a trail mix or something like that. You know, I know it's kind of like, you know, you might want something better, but trust me, as somebody who's traveled a lot over the years, I almost never use the bathroom on the plane, and I've never felt bad whenever I travel. Is because I'm always drinking water, and I use the restroom if I have to pee, but like whenever I have to go number 2, and I always feel pretty good when I travel because of that. So I don't recommend eating burgers and all that, like when you're getting on planes. I don't recommend it. Let's see here. I have a PS5 with a disc reader, but I bought all my games digitally. Oops. Okay. Well, there you go. Deport with the $5 dono says, do you think nerds should protest outside PlayStation Studios until they reverse the policy? Yes. I would. If I could, I would organize one, but I'm not going to. But if Nintendo did it, I'd organize one. if Nintendo does it, I would organize a protest outside of like the headquarters or something like that. I'd have to organize it. So yeah, I would definitely do. And of course, I'm not too far away from where Nintendo is, so I'd have to organize the protest. So I would. I just hope Nintendo starts rolling out 32GB cartridges and Atlas so they stop putting Persona games on game key cards. The reason why they're on game cards is not because they don't have 32GB cartridges, Infinite Space. 32GB cartridges are still expensive. You're getting Twittered right now. They're still expensive. Think about it for a second. How many developers use 32GB cartridges on the Switch 1? Pretty much none, right? Almost none, because they're expensive. The 32GB cartridges on Switch 2 are also expensive. So it has nothing to do with them being on a 64 or 32. Atlas has the money for it. They don't want to because it's much, 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 much cheaper if they just use a game key card. So it has nothing to do with the space on the card. It's because they're being cheap. Nothing to do with that. Don't let people who have no idea what they're talking about tell you why they're doing things like with Atlas. If you watch my videos, I would have told you the truth on that. You would have known the truth. It's not because of 32GB cartridges. Trust me. It ain't because of that. Trust me. It's not. It's because they're being cheap. It's the price. 32GB cartridges are still expensive as hell. They're still well above a Blu-ray disc and above the Switch 1 32GB cartridges and the Switch 1 16GB cartridges. So has nothing to do with that. As you said, OJ, we don't necessarily care about Nintendo being greedy when they're reinvesting in their dev teams and new dev building, hiring 300 people from last year. Exactly. I don't care about them being greedy because it's a publicly traded company. It's a business. Guys are getting paid, here in the US, they're getting paid $70, $80, $90, $100,000 a year. They're getting, the guys over at Next Level Games are getting paid well. The guys at Retro Studios are getting paid well. Like, as long as you're making things and you're not shutting down, like, the Monolith Soft guys, they're getting paid well. Everyone's getting paid pretty good. They're doing pricing. They're doing salary increases. So as long as you're taking care of your guys and taking care of your guys and your girls and your theys and your thems and your whatevers, I'm fine with that. Go ahead, charge what you need to charge, and I'll decide whether I want to buy it or not. I'm not going to be too hard on them. But if they start shutting down studios and all that and start, cutting people, then yeah, then I'm going to have a problem. I'm going to have a big problem. Let's see here. I believe Orbitals is 40 digital and 50 physical, but Amazon, Walmart doing the price matching. Yeah, that is true. I bought it on Amazon, so they did the price matching, so I got it for 40. I got to give them to their dues. They have handled the chaos with gaming well so far. I'm proud of them for supporting physical games. Yeah, we just got to keep supporting it, though. It can't just be all talk. It's got to be like actual support, too. Listen, I know some of you guys can eat burgers and still be fine. I'm just giving you guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I would not eat burgers and stuff before going on a plane, but that's just me. OJ, I went to my Best Buy and they didn't have Splatoon demo. Unfortunate. Probably a low performing Best Buy, but they might get it in there later. Man, if PS gets rid of physical, then no physical. I think he meant PS6 until it gets the Switch 2, or no physical PF. Oh yeah, P6. Well, I think it might be physical on Xbox. But P6 might come out. It might come out 2027, but yeah, it's probably 2028. It's probably 2028. So yeah, no real physical for PS5. Yeah, until it comes to Switch 2, and that might be a game key card too. So like the only real physical might be the Xbox if they're still doing it by then. They might go all digital. They might not even have a physical edition of Persona 6 for the PS or for the Xbox Series. Who knows where the Xbox Series is even going to be at by the time that the Persona 6 comes out. That system flop. It's a flop, man. It's a flop. So it's like, who knows where they're even going to be by that time. I mean, Sharma and Natalia Sedelia, they're cutting everybody at this point, man. So they're cutting everybody at this point. Let's see here. We're in uncharted waters. Uncharted Drake's Fortune. I love the Star Fox coverage as one of my favorite games ever on the N64. It's nice to see the franchise get all this love. Yes, sir. Or ma'am. Or they. Or yes, Jezebel. Yes, you. I picked up both Orbitals and Rhythm Heaven physical. Both games looked good, so I want Rhythm Heaven demo. Nice. Are they still making the Series X? They are still making it, but they discontinued the 2 terabyte Galaxy Edition Series X. What happens when Nintendo goes all digital completely? We gonna bring that same energy? Yes, if they do. If you've been watching Kingslayer, which I know that you haven't been, but if you've been watching, I said I'd literally go organize a protest outside of their headquarters in San Francisco. So, or in Seattle. So yes, I would. So if you're looking for some type of whataboutism here, when it comes down to that, that's no problem. There's no hypocrisy on this front, my boy. And if you watch my videos, which I know that you didn't, I complained about game key cards. So I also gave a lot of negative energy towards that. So you want to go watch my video on on game key cards and how I protested that? You want to go watch what I had to say about that? Feel free to do so, because I know that you missed it, buddy. Like I said, you're not gonna catch me slipping, Kingslayer. I know you're gonna try. I know when guys like you come in here, I know you ain't watched shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't watched a damn thing that I said. You don't know what I've been saying. But you come here and try to act like there's some type of gotcha moment. You know it's not going to happen, right? You know you're not going to catch me slipping, right? I'm a pro. Believe it or not, I'm a pro. A professional. All right? Professional. Let's see here. I like the energy. Of course I have the energy. I'm not, like I said, I've made mistakes in the past, but you're not going to catch me. I'm like a vet. I'm like 13 years, I'm 15 years into this, my man. I'm a wily old veteran. You're not going to catch me on that. Something like that. That's a rookie mistake, my boy. That's a rookie mistake. But let's talk about that a little bit more. Will Nintendo go all digital? Not based off of what they said. Back in 2024, this is also what makes me a professional. I can pull up information off the top of my head. Back in 2024, Mr. Furukawa stated that their goal is to not increase digital sales. Their goal is to maximize sales in general. So that's physical and digital, offering ways that you can buy digital at a good price, so which they're employing right now with the cheaper digital pricing, and also offering physical plus special editions like Fire Emblem or whatever. They want to charge 80, they're charging 80. I don't like it, but hey, if you want that, it's there for Fire Emblem, or you can get the pre-order price if you want it on there. But they have it digital for cheaper, and they have a physical version and a special edition. That's how you maximize sales. You offer special editions, you offer physical. If you want to be greedy, okay, whatever, be greedy, but offer it. Don't not give us the option. But if you want to start charging 80 for it, okay, whatever. There's going to be used games too, right? So you can charge 80. If it's too much, you wait, you get it used, just like you can get Mario Kart used right now for cheaper than 80. So for me, at least, it's going to be like, hey, don't stop offering it. But according to Nintendo and Shuntaro Furukawa, they say that they're going to maximize sales digital and physical. They don't want to just offer only one. They want to maximize all video game sales. So I don't see them dropping physical anytime soon. And as the data shows that a lot of people are still buying, 40-50% plus are still buying physical games on Switch, Switch in general, just Switch 1, Switch 2. So I don't see them dropping that anytime soon. But nice try, though. I'll give you, I'm either going to give you an A for effort. It was a pretty low effort type of thing. But, like I said, that's why I'm a professional. Deported with the $5 donus. His thoughts on Undead Labs news. I can't believe Xbox used their presentation to attempt to auction off some of their better studios. Yeah, it's messed up. I talked about that in my video today. It's messed up. I don't like it. It seems completely trash. I hate it. Microsoft is Microsoft. You know, it is what it is. So, but not everybody can watch my vids. So, I mean, I get it. And I don't title all my vids with all the stuff in there as well. So I get it. Not people are busy. They're at work, so you can't watch everything. That's why I do live streams. So if you guys miss my videos, I can answer the questions here too. But I did give them the business. But I might make a separate video where I give them the more business. But I want to wait till the official announcement deported, and then I'll give them the double business. You know, when it comes down to that, I'll give them the business, because I don't like the way that it's going right now. I don't like it. Shouts to the Deported. Thank you for the $5 dono, man. I appreciate that. Being perpetually pessimistic is stupid fodder. Let the situation come naturally. Stay on the foot of the current offenders instead of white knighting via a what about. Exactly. I mean, it's a whataboutism. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. Like, you don't want. Like, I get. No, it's all good. No, Jezbel. Like, I appreciate you saying, yo, you know, you guys got to keep up. No, you said it playfully. You weren't being mean about it. So yeah, but y'all. Listen to Jezbel, y'all gotta keep up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to sit there and say what you said was wrong. Keep up. You're not wrong. But here's the thing about it, guys. I get it. I get not wanting to have hypocrisy. I get that. I get that from my man Slayer over here. I think, what's his name? Red Slayer. What was his name? I forgot what. King Slayer. I get not wanting to have hypocrisy. The problem, though, is that you gotta know me better. You gotta know me better. You gotta know that I wouldn't. You gotta know, you gotta trust the process. I'm not a fraud. I don't care what videos you guys see out there when somebody says something about me or whatever, whether it's oh no dumbass or it's anybody else or any other moron that has anything to say. They've all ducked me when it comes to talking to me live right here or anything like that, okay? They've all ducked me. They all run. They all sit there and hide behind their chats and hide behind it. Anybody that's came into this arena and debated me or anywhere else that I go, they've got bodied in the last number of years. So I'm not going to come here with that BS, guys. You guys know that I'm not. Anybody can catch the hands when it comes down to them doing stuff that's not for the consumer. These people that are out here on Twitter and on YouTube, they're fake consumer advocates. All these guys are fake. Idiots that dress up in banana suits. It's to hide the fact that they're morons, that they're mentally 12-year-olds. They're doing that because they are stupid and they literally just, they bend over for Gaben 24/7. That's not what we do here. You can like whatever you like. Once again, you can like Nintendo the most. You can like Microsoft the most. You can like whoever you want the most. But do not do hypocrisy and do not lie. Those are the things that I don't do here, and I've been doing this for a while now. If I'm wrong on something, I say that I'm wrong on something. If it's factually proven that, I say that I'm wrong. We don't do the hypocrisy nonsense here. And if I am wrong, or if you do catch something, give me an example of me doing that. And I'll be like, okay, and we can talk about that. And if I'm wrong, I'll admit it. I've done it before in the past, and I'll do it again in the future if I mess up. But once again, a lot of these people are just sitting there, they'll just call you names, bootlicker, or this and that, and blah, 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 whatever, and then refuse to even talk to you IRL, and come here and try to troll and say, I'm gonna have you in my video. Man, ain't nobody care about your crusty live stream. Nobody cares about your live stream. Nobody takes you seriously, fam. All right? Nobody take you seriously. Nobody's interviewing you. I've been on all these big different websites and all that stuff. I've been invited to all these different places. I've been interviewed by Gene Park. I've been in the Washington Post. I've been in a lot of places. Heck, I've been on IGN. People don't like them, but still don't matter. I've been on IGN. I've been on all these places, fam. People don't take none of these other people seriously. None of these weirdos out here. Nobody take y'all seriously. So stop the cap, okay? So stop the cap. That's why you guys don't want to come through and debate. That's why y'all running scared. That's why Nintendo Dean idiot running scared. That's why these guys are running scared and refuse to talk. They scared. Straight up just scared because they're liars and they're frauds. We don't do that here, okay? I'll talk a big game, but I'll back it up. We don't do that here. So they can stick to their little call-out videos, you know, and running. We don't do that here. We don't do the hypocrisy and nonsense. So just keep that in mind. Let's see here. Deported with the $2. It says, real men wear gunner glasses, vest, and depends. Is that a real thing though? Like, let's be for real. Deported. Is that a real thing? Is that a real actual thing? Like that of DSP wearing depends? This ain't my first rodeo. Trust me, I've got cooked before. I've lost debates before. I've been wrong before. But it was like I said, I equate it to being like a rookie in the NBA or something like that. When you do this YouTube thing, when you do it full time, bro, you're gonna have when you're in the arena that I'm in, right? Opinions, right? Almost like First Take or like Undisputed, right? We're in like hot takes and opinions, and you're in the heat of the moment or whatever the case is. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna be wrong on things. But the best thing to do is have humility. Like, if you're wrong, admit it. If you're someone that, okay, if you got cooked before, admit it. I have no problem saying, yeah, I lost debates before. I have no problem. But if I didn't lose, I'm not gonna say that I lost. I'm gonna be honest. And I've done, I think, 3 or 4 debates since in the last year or two. I've cooked every one that's come across. I've cooked every single one of them. Every one of them have been cooked. Have not lost. You know? So we don't do that here. We don't do that here. It doesn't look like a diaper. The haters just having fun. Okay. Was it not really a diaper? But it's not my first rodeo. It's not my first season. I'm since full time. I've been doing full time since 2017. But like, I've been creating content since 2010. So, you know, let's just say it's I'm 15 years. I'm 16 years into the game now. Let's just say that 16 years into the game. But I'm like a 9-year professional on this, if you want to talk about pro. But I'm like a 9-year professional on this full time. So Let's see here. Off topic question. Which grip do you think is better, Satisfy Ronin 2 or Hyperion 3? Well, the Ronin is a grip. It's like an actual clip-on grip. The Hyperion 3 is a clip. It's a replacement for the Joy-Cons. So depending on what you're looking for, one's going to be better than the other. Now, the Hyperion is more comfortable than the grip, but the grip gives you HD rumble, and there are some games like Star Fox that are much, much better with HD rumble. So it's going to be dependent on the game, but most games are more comfortable with the Hyperion 3 Joy-Cons. But the grip is comfortable, it's nice, but if you're talking about like all like the buttons and everything, the layout, the Hyperions are better. Especially if you have big hands. You're a big guy, right, Dan? You're 6'4", so I'm guessing you have big hands. So if you have big hands, the Hyperions are good for that. They're really good for that. And once again, if you have to use the D-pad, any game where you have to use the D-pad, I'm going to recommend the Hyperion. Any game where HD rumble is really good and use analog most of the time, I can say, okay, you can use the grip. So honestly, in my backpack, I carry both. I think I got both. I carry, in my backpack that I take whenever I got to go out, I carry my grip in here just in case if I'm playing Star Fox, if I'm playing a game that uses good HD rumble. And then I also have my Hyperions. I also have my Hyperion grip on here as well. We had game night at OJ's, so my nephews were playing Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, and they were playing that game for 2 hours straight before I had to take them back to their mom's house, my sister. So they were having so much fun. So I'm playing, I got Hyrule, they got fingerprints all because my son grabbed it a couple times, but I got Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. They were playing a ton of Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. So they were having a blast playing it, and my son was just watching them like, whoa, look at all that. So yeah, there you go. That's my thought process on that. Look at the way he denies and tells me and tell me you think he's an innocent man. I haven't taken a look at it just because I've been so busy editing. I think I've edited like 7 videos in the past 2 days. So I'll take a look at it. Even OJ's takes on this. Even OJ even takes on the Steam Valve gaming army, and it's not for the week. Dude, those people hate me on Twitter. If my name is brought up, they'll just start going straight up Blay and just start saying you're bleep writing and you're this. They don't even, bro. They really hate me. I don't care. I give it right back. I used to kind of be like, oh, what are the PC schizos are gonna say? Like, I don't want to say too. I don't care anymore. Screw all of them. They can go kick a rock. The biggest, fattest rock that they can find. I do not care. Like, seriously. And they hate me on there. Oh my God. They just start calling me names and and that's fine. They all have like, the little girl anime avatars, all those PC schizos. I don't care, man. We ain't doing this gen, bro. We're not doing this gen. We did it with the Switch 1 gen. Nobody's scared of little anime avatar whips inside their mom's bedroom. Nobody's scared of you guys. Nothing wrong with living with your mom. Nothing wrong with being a wimp. Nothing wrong with having little arms. I don't care about any of that. But you talk all big online like you're gonna do something. You're not gonna do anything. So that's the thing that I'm not backing down to any of those weirdos anymore. Like they try to intimidate you with what? Because they play Steam? Oh my God, give me a break. These are the type of people that would get, like I said, shoved in lockers. Shoved in lockers when they were younger. I do not care at all. That's why I said I'm not like, I've had other people talk trash to me or whatever. Content creators, I'll let it go. But certain people, I'm not gonna let PC schizos bully me online and have it be public and me not say nothing, me not fire back. Bro, you out of your mind. You can dress up in any type of fruit that you want to dress up as. We'll do this, like I said, we'll do this forever if you want. We'll do this till one of us goes, so one of us dies. Bro, we'll Belmont this. We'll do Castlevania. We'll do Dracula versus the Belmonts. I'll keep this up till I die, bro. I'm not backing down from these guys anymore. We're not backing down anymore. We're not backing down. You don't got to go there and try to antagonize them and try to, like, I'm not going to go there and try to antagonize them and try to say things about them, but I'm not going to sit there and, like, just take abuse from them on Twitter or on YouTube or whatever. Like, they're not just going to come to my tweets and just talk all, nah, you ain't doing all that. I'm going to fire back. I'm going to roast you. If you got stupid stuff on your profile, I'm going to roast you. I'm going to do what I want. I'm not going to ease up because you think that you're allowed to just talk to people. That's one more thing before I get into this dono. They think that they're just allowed to talk to people however they want. And if you fire back, they get salty. They get sensitive about it. Have y'all noticed that? Why are you talking about me? It was 9 months ago. Huh? So? Did you apologize? You started it. I don't care if it was 90 months ago. Y'all see that? Well, why are you talking about me? It was 9 months ago. Bro, you started it. You started talking smack. You started making up lies. You started calling names on Twitter. You started all that. You started making videos calling people names and making fun of people. Well, why are you talking about? What? Like I said, some of these people need to be smacked. Just slapped. They ain't never been really a real good smack across the face. Some of these guys, just like a straight up Bugs Bunny, take off the metal gauntlet and just shut up. Some of y'all need to be smacked. You can't be going around online starting stuff and getting mad when people say something back. I don't care how long it is. Apologize then. That's what I found out. If you want somebody to stop, then apologize. Shouts to Deported. It says, bad news from Xbox, Sony, and Valve all within a week. Yeah, it was pretty bad news across the board there, bro. Like, the thing about me is that I got smacked a bunch of times when I was younger. So I knew not to start things with people, or otherwise they're gonna hound me. Because that's how it was when I was younger. A lot of these people today think that they can just say what they want and let time go by, and therefore that just, oh well. Like, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Let's see, Daniels, thanks for your opinion. Yes, I have large hands too. I'll pick up the Hyperion 3. I do love Satisfied Grip as well, but need better reaction time on fighting games. Oh yeah, if you're looking for fighting games, you can't, the Satisfied Grip is inadequate. The Satisfied Grip is inadequate because the D-pad is terrible. Now with the Hyperions, you get two different types. You get.
My wife told me to relax, so I'm back.
Oh,
OJ
nice.
And the Steam Weirdo or part of a Triforce of Eternal Side-Eye. Wow.
Shoutouts. So the thing about it, Dan Dips, don't worry about the D-pad because it's gonna look like a circle when you buy the Hyperions, but they give you the extra one. They give you this one, and these ones, they're magnetic. They easily just clip on and clip off. So you just gotta replace it. It's in the bag. It's like in the little white baggie when you buy the Hyperions. But yeah, you're gonna get like a circle one. But it comes with this one too. They are a bit pricey. They're $90, but they're worth it. But yeah, because you get a really good D-pad, and once again, you get pretty good buttons, and you get the anti-Hall effect or whatever, anti-drift sticks. So if you're playing fighting games, you got to go with these. You got to go with these. If you're playing 2D platformers, if you're playing fighting games, you got to go with the Hyperions. You can't go with the Satisfy. Hey, with the $5. And says with the 5 and says, oh right, speaking of physical media, look at Viz and Disney parting ways. So much of Marvel mangas being discontinued and delisted. So oh man, that's not good either. That's not good either. Yo, Justin, thank you for the 3, man. Hey, your wife is she's sweet, man. She's letting you get a little break, man. Little break. Yo, let's go. Good to see you back. Violence is not the answer, brother. Oh, of course it's not the answer. Of course it's not the answer, but sometimes it is the answer. I agree. Violence is not the answer, but you gotta admit, sometimes some people need a good smack though. Let's be real here. Orange is purple. Let's be honest. Y'all can be honest. If y'all think, I agree. Violence is never the answer, but you guys gotta admit, sometimes some people need a good smack, like a good, like, shut up, okay? Like, let's just be real here. We've all gotten it when we were kids, right? You're trying to tell me you ain't never got a good slap in the face when your kid that straightened you out? I know it did for me. I know it did for me. Like a good, like when you acting up, when you acting crazy, just one good smack will set you straight sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, will set you on the right path. Okay, I know one thing. I felt sometimes I can be a bully, right, when I was younger. And guess what happened to me? I got kicked, I got shoved into a locker, and I got punked. And you know, and I was like, you know what, well, maybe it's not a good idea. Maybe it's not a good idea to be a bully. I realized maybe it's not a good idea to start stuff with people because I got kicked, I got pushed into a locker. I got my arm twisted and put right behind my back. And you know what? That taught me a lesson. So yeah, could they have just told me stop? Sure. But you know what? You know what that taught me? Hey, you just can't go around being a bully to people, because sometimes they might be able to beat you up. You can't just go around, do whatever you want and say whatever you want. No, don't work. The world don't work like that. You can get hurt real quick if you're acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? So no, I see what you're saying. Violence is not the answer, but not everybody agrees with that, though. There are people that do not agree with that statement. No, I don't get disconnects with the Hyperion. No. Reluctant with the $4.99, it says, like Mike Tyson said, social media made y'all way too comfortable with disrespecting people and not getting punched in the face for it. That's what I'm saying, bro. Exactly. A good smack or two will set some people straight, because you acting crazy, that's what's going to happen. But a lot of these people online, listen, obviously it's not worth fighting or anything like that. Clearly, we're just talking about video games. It's not that important. But what I'm saying is that, like, that's fine. Don't go playing victim, though. Don't go playing victim. I don't have a problem if you want to talk, but please do not go playing victim. A lot of these guys play victim. They think like they will start something and then come here and play victim afterwards. Like, no. Stop playing victim. You literally started it. Let's see. Thanks, brother. Okay, trusted opinion from you guys. Hyperion 3 looks slick too. Yep. I got Switch 2 for physical. I'm good. Coming up, new Evercade Nexus coming out soon. Hey, let's go, Sean. Deported with the 2 says, do you remember Homie the Clown from In Living Color? In Living Color? Yes, I do remember him. I do. really relevant in this time period that we're talking about here. Also, Brotendo Shillington with the $10. Thank you for the 2. And then Brotendo with the 10. Tying up Partyman as the largest dono on the stream. Says Donkey Kong Bonanza taught me that violence is the only answer. Just punching your way through the world. Exactly. Do you think King K. Rool is gonna sit there and listen to you talk? Do you think he's just gonna be like, all right, that's cool, go ahead? You know what I'm saying? As he steals your bananas, as he messes with you, as he does all this stuff. Sometimes you gotta choose the violence, bro. Sometimes you gotta choose the violence. Yo, Brotendo. Thank you so much for the support, man. Brotendo Shillington. That's like the greatest name, bro. The greatest name. We did hit the platinum though. Combo breaks. Let's go. All right. Thank you for the big 10 tied up at the board. Anybody that's 10, you can bid up Brotendo and Party Man. We can time up. Let's see here. Dane says, do you think Helix can launch Steam and other storefronts can compete with PS6? No, I think Helix is dead. I think PS6 right now is dead. I think they're both dead in their tracks. I think they're both done until further notice. No. They're gonna, from what we know right now, if they are $1,000, the systems are both semi DOA. If they're $1,000, they're both DOA. They're both niche audience. I see people sticking with PS5. So no, I don't think there's going to be any. It's just going to be people are just going to buy PS5 or buy Switch 2 and buy PC, or the gaming market's just going to shrink. It's going to shrink, plain and simple. It's too expensive. Hey, what's up, Joe 9K? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? I got my butt whipped a few times when I was a kid. Definitely deserved it too. Oh, I was wilding out, pestering my grandpa. He let me know. Yeah, grandpa gave you the Dan dip on the head right there. Gave you a go. My uncle, man. Uncles in Nigeria, they're not uncles like here. I'm like the fun uncle come blasting through like on a skateboard, to like, that's how they see me. They see me like the super fun uncle that's all about games and candy and Pokemon cards and all that. Man, uncles in Nigeria are not like that, bro. They're like a second dad, like a second strict dad. One of my uncles, my uncle Leo, he's cool, but he never like played with me and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I play games like they're not like that. So my uncles, whenever I act up, bow, give me one little knock over the head. You know what I'm saying? Funkle, yeah, I'm definitely the cool uncle. Uncles here in America are different. Uncles in America are different from uncles like how I grew up. I didn't grow up with any like fun, super fun uncles, you know. Here's a perspective. Physical games have been dead since patches became prevalent. You have not owned the full game for any game for years. Also, consumers decided digital is what they want. Here's why that perspective is trash. There's a couple reasons why that perspective is trash. One, because there's still a lot of games that can be played without having a patch, so that's something that's still not relevant, because you can still play a lot of games without any type of patches or anything like that. And two, you can still sell that game even without the patch. The game is still worth whatever it's worth because the person can download that patch if they want to. So keep that in mind. The only thing where that applies is to like a game key card, maybe where you need the internet or something like that, or it's like you have a game that's like a game key disc. But even then, that still gives you a physical representation of that game to where you can sell it. So it's still a physical game that you can buy, sell, trade, or whatever, right? That you can't do with a digital game. So that's the first reason why that's not true. The second reason why, or that's not a good point. The second reason why it's not a good point is because consumers decided digital is what they want. No, consumers did not decide that. Just because there is more of a tilt towards one side of it, that doesn't mean the other side has to disappear. That doesn't mean that. Since when was that a thing? Okay, most consumers decide Toyotas are the best cars to drive, or that Mazdas are the best cars to drive. Does that mean that we should not have specialty brands? Does that mean that we should not have other types of cars? Because most people choose Toyota, and most people choose like Mazda, or most people choose like, those are like the top, like Toyota's like the top selling car, right? So because most people choose one thing, does that mean that we should not get something else? So I disagree heavily with that statement. Most people choose certain brands. Does that mean that we should not get something else? Most people like something, so that means we don't get something else? Most people stream movies and stream shows, so that means should we not get movie theaters? Like, that doesn't make any sense, you know? That makes zero sense, in my opinion. Oh, let's see here. My cousin gave her son the belt and scolded and turned off the PC while I was writing something to my boss. Oh man, yeah, that's what happens, bro. My favorite uncle taught me how to paint. Yeah, taught me how to. My uncles taught me Roman numerals. My uncles taught me math, Roman numerals, Nigerian history, family history, pride. We used to have bloodlines dating back to like kings and like the 1500s in like Africa or something like that. That's what my uncles taught me. We weren't painting at all. I was in class when I went to Nigeria, bro. It was crazy. I would go there. They'd be teaching me like history lessons and stuff like that. Let's see here. Your uncle never played with you. That's a good thing. Well, hold up. You don't got to get weird, Yamuchi. Jesus Christ, bro. Nintendo games get reprints and patches on cartridges you don't buy it at launch. That's true, but once again, the game is still complete on the cartridge for the most part. Nintendo lets you share your video game patches, so you can literally self-post patches. That's true, but you'd have to download the patch first, right? But I mean, right? You have to download it first. If they bought it, how did they not decide it? Consumers decide the market. If there isn't a market for physical games, which PlayStation there isn't, why make them? Well, because you believe bullshit, Redis TV. Like that. You believe the nonsense. There's plenty. Do you know that corporations do things to screw over customers? Are you aware of that? Do you really think that it's simply just based on what consumers want? You know it's based off of cutting costs. You know it's based off of controlling prices. You know it's based off of, no used game sales. You know it's based off of more greed than anything. It's not just what consumers want. But do you really think that corporations only make decisions that are based off of what consumers want? You're not that naive, are you? There's no way that you're that naive. Let's see here. Deported with the $2 dono. Says, can you teach us some Nigerian history? No, not right now. Not right now. I mean, I could teach you guys some, but I mean, it's very boring. I don't think you guys care. So not right now, but maybe later. Maybe when my wife is here, so I don't get anything wrong 100% because it's like a long time ago. But yeah, maybe my wife, when she's here, maybe if we do a stream, she can teach us some Nigerian history together. So she can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I don't want to get anything wrong. But yes, I do know Nigerian history. Yes. Like there's an unknown man laying in my yard. Is it wrong to tell him to leave? There's an unknown man laying in your yard? Beat Queen, tell him to leave now or call the cops. Holy smokes, yes, that's private property. Your yard is not public property. That is private property, and they need to leave right away, this instant. Yes. Call the cops. Like, yell from your house. Don't go out there, Bead Queen. Yell. I mean, you guys don't have like fenced in yards, right? Where you live. I think it's kind of like open, right? So like, you need to tell him to leave ASAP. But do not go outside. Do not go outside. You need to tell him, yell at him, tell him to leave, and like, don't leave your house. And if he doesn't leave, call the cops. Definitely call the cops. Some of these people think corporations have good intent. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, yell at him to leave first and foremost. You don't have to call the cops right away. Yell at him to leave, and if he doesn't leave, then definitely call the cops. No, don't give him a falcon punch. Don't go up to him because you don't know if he has a weapon on him. You don't know if he's armed. Just turn the sprinklers on. Well, no, don't do anything to annoy him because you don't know. Well, yeah, I mean, you could turn the sprinklers on. That's true. If you have sprinklers. Some people don't have sprinklers. But yeah, definitely yell at him to leave. But don't go out of your house. Just yell. Thank you for the 2 deported. Appreciate that. Imagine if Devin Pritchard and Bill Trennan recreated the PS game sharing video. Yeah, Nintendo definitely would not do that. I mean, they wouldn't do that. But I mean, that would be funny if they did. That'd be very funny if they did. Yeah, be careful, Bead Queen. Let's see here. The lack of physical sales isn't helping your point. What are the physical sales? Go ahead and tell me the physical sales. Go ahead. And give me the percentage of physical sales for a big game or for a popular game or a big game like Astrobot. Tell me the physical sales of a game like Astrobot.
Digital only future where you need a good social credit score to access your account of digital games? Sounds fun to me. If possible, can you react to this KFC tweet?
Yeah, I can react to it for sure. Thank you for the support. I appreciate that. Because he's coming in with these stupid Twitter arguments. Like, these are really easily disproven and they're dumb. So it's like, it's stupid. It's consumers chose this. No, they didn't. Plenty of people buy physical. People buy physical all the time. Well, more people buy it. So what? So what if more people buy Toyotas? So more people don't buy Lamborghinis. So I guess Lamborghinis should not exist. You know how few people buy Lamborghinis? So I guess Lamborghinis should not exist because people don't buy Lamborghinis. No, it's specialized. It's dumb. It's a stupid argument to make. These people don't buy it, so therefore it should not exist. Since when? That's a dumb argument. It's never a good argument. That's never, ever a good argument. Because there's millions upon millions of people buying physical games. Just because more people buy one thing more than the other does not mean that it should not exist and you should remove an option for the consumer. And thinking that they do this simply because of what consumers are doing and that nobody's buying physical is propaganda, is absolute propaganda. That is not reality. Yeah, remove that message, Reddish, because you're wrong. Yeah, remove that message. Go ahead and remove it.
Really going to take brand momentum Sony at their word.
Let's see here. Thank you for the $2 dono. I appreciate it. He says, where do you think Braun is going? I think Braun is going to he's going to Golden State or he's going to go to Philadelphia. I think he's going to go to Golden State or Philadelphia. Justin with the 3, and yeah, actually taking Sony at their word. Yeah, right, man. Yeah, right. Hey, what's up, Lucette? Welcome. Astrobot 55% physical, by the way. 55% physical for Astrobot, by the way. Let's see here. Digital outpaces physical 8-1. Give me the digital versus physical when it comes to packaged boxed retail games. Give me the digital, like the biggest games. Give me the digital versus physical for the biggest games. Not the digital versus physical where there's no physical games. Where it's like an indie game. Where it's like something like that. Or it's like a game that doesn't even have a physical. Give me the actual digital versus physical when it comes to games that actually have physical. Or big AAA titles. Give me that. Not, oh, I can buy a bunch of indie games and classic games and Sony's counting that as digital sales when there is no physical option for those. For a lot of those. No. No. Let's see here. No. Give me the numbers. Give me the numbers. I don't want you to change this. Give me the numbers, brother. Give me the numbers. Give me the numbers for all of the big games. God of War, Horizon, the games that are big. that come out physical that are actually advertising come out, not only digital games and saying, oh, it's 8-1. Yeah, because more games come out digital than physical. Duh. There's classic games and there's like downloadable titles and small indie titles that don't even have physical editions. So yeah, you're gonna sell more digital. Skewed biased stats by frauds. So go ahead and give me those numbers. Don't change the subject. Oh, they don't release the data. Oh, they don't release the data. I wonder why. Thank you. You ran right into that one. I already knew that they don't release the data. There's a reason why they don't release that data. There's a reason why, buddy. All right, wrap it up. Wrap it up here. Let's get to this reaction here. I already knew that. I already knew you wouldn't have the numbers for it. There's a reason why they don't release the data, my man. There's a reason why they don't. Why is that? Ask yourself. All right, let's get to this reaction. No, it proves that they are hiding data from you. They are hiding exactly how physical is because they wanted to get rid of it. It proves that they're hiding data, that they are hiding data. That's the reason why. They want to push more people towards digital because they have higher profit margins for them. Sony has been known to kerfuffle things. They have been known. Sony also said this. Check this out, Reddish. Sony also said that they have more brand momentum throughout all of the Switch's sales. Sony said that they have more brand momentum than the Switch launch when they were being outsold like 10-1. When the Switch 1 was bodying the PS4, they said that they had more brand momentum than them. That was Sony. Sony, in their charts and their data, said that they had more brand momentum than Nintendo when Nintendo was breaking records with the Switch 1. Think about that for a second. Sony said that they never had less brand momentum than Nintendo. They had a chart. They had Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. All three. And Sony said that according to their charts, Nintendo never had more brand momentum than they did. Remember, Nintendo, the company that, you know, has like a Nintendo World, the company of Mario, of Zelda, of Pokemon, of multi-billion-dollar franchises. They never had more they never had more brand momentum than Sony, by the way. Based off of Sony's own stats. So do you really think this company is completely forthright with you? Do you really think that they are forthright with you when it comes to stats and data? You walked right into this, Reddish. We're done here, though. We're done here. All right, man? Good. I do appreciate, though, going against the grain. I do appreciate it, but you got utterly destroyed here. All right? You got utterly destroyed. All right, let me go into this. Let me go into this. You got cooked. All right, let's get into this reaction. Recent events. Okay, my recent events aren't loading. Okay, now they are loading. All right, here we go.
Breaking news.
Okay, here we go. The KFC console? All right, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming out to the stream, buddy. Now you're just repeating stuff that's bullshit. So thanks for coming out. We'll see you in 30 minutes. You're just here to argue. You're just gonna perpetually argue and not even address what I said. Oh, oops, my bad. Oh, my bad. Sorry about that, Dank. My bad. My bad. It's this guy. I put the wrong one. Here we go. 30 minutes for you, Dank. My bad, brother. I accidentally put Dank in a 30-minute timeout. I meant to put Reddish in a 30-minute timeout. My bad. Sorry about that, Dank. We'll see you in 30 minutes. All right. This guy will not address. I mean, he's just here to argue. He's just here to argue. Look at this. He brings up PC has been digital. Who gives a crap about PC? We're not talking about PC. What about PC? Nobody cares about PC. Then he says digital outpaces 8-1. Once again, lying about the data. Sony's been lying about the data. You don't have the data when it comes to big games. There's a lot of games that are only digital and not physical. You're a liar about type of things. Like you're just here to argue. You're not here to actually address what somebody says. I addressed everything that you said and gave you a counterpoint. You're not addressing it. You're just saying, you're just repeating the same thing over again. So you can go on a timeout. You're just here to, you're just going to argue no matter what. All right. let's see here. Let's get into hold up. All right. Let's get into this. Or hold up. I gotta do this real quick. All right, let me put this on that. All right. And let me get this going. Get this going. All right.
Breaking news. KFC will stop offering its physical format starting today. Its products can only be consumed through its app in fake PNG format.
This is that DSP song. This is that DSP guy. Fried chicken piracy is a crime. Oh my gosh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That down. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that, Dank. My bad, brother. My bad. I didn't mean to hit you on that one. My bad. I might have to stop streaming just a little bit too, just a bit. Yo, Joe with the 25. Opening thread.
Do you think there is any chance Sony might go back against their plan? And what does it take for them to do that?
The only way Sony's gonna go back against their plan is to is if people speak up enough and if people start canceling PSN. That's the only way that Sony's gonna go back on their plan. If people start canceling PSN and if people start, you know, canceling their subscriptions and speaking out. They've got to actually not buy games though. If they start boycotting games, start boycotting digital, start boycotting, like that's the only way. They've got to speak out and they've got to cancel PSN. Those would be the only two ways that I can think of. But canceling PSN is probably the biggest thing that people can do, because it immediately tells them, okay, they see the dip in their PSN Plus subscriptions. You know, shout outs to Joe. Thank you so much, Joe. Appreciate the big $25 donate. You another Hokage and the Stream Ninja. Appreciate that. Tell my boy Dank like it's 2019. Yeah, it was an accident. Sorry about that, Dank. If you got an alt, Dank, let me know and I'll mod your alt too. Or if you care to share your alt, you don't have to. But I'm sorry about that, man. Reddish was acting crazy though, bruh. He ain't even trying to really discuss it like for real. He's just trying to argue his point that nobody should have access to physical games. That Sony, like, why are you believing what Sony's saying? Like, why are you thinking that Sony has your best interest, that it's just consumers that it chose? No, there are plenty of consumers. Like, for example, 007 First Light apparently sold over 1 million units in Europe or in the UK or in Europe. In Europe, it sold over 1 million units in Europe, right? 230,000 units plus of that were physical sales. That is not 8-to-1. This man said 8-to-1. That is not 8-to-1. Astrobot sales, 55%. A lot of them are physical, or 50%, or maybe 40%, whatever. A lot of those are physical sales. There are, when you look at the actual games that are big games or big marketed games that have physical copies, those perform decently. Those perform 20, 30% or more. What are you talking about? 8-to-1? That's not 8-to-1. You're believing Sony's nonsense that they're pushing out, where the majority of PSN games are obviously digital. The majority of games are digital. So of course you're going to have a higher rate, but I'm talking about the actual games that people care about, the big games that people buy. It is not 8-to-1. It is not that. It's not 8-to-1. And there's no real data that shows that. And once again, you're believing Sony of all people, bro. Like believing Sony of all people that have fudged data in the past. If OJ challenges Hideki and Nishino to a single combat, Sony may go back on their plans. Here's the thing. If I did, I would challenge him to a single combat. And I would win. And I'd reverse the decision. But look at this, guys. Look at this. Is this 8-to-1? I think Sony's getting ratioed 8-to-1. How about that? Look at this right here, fam. 98 million views. 98 million views. I'm going to get copyrighted on this. All right, here we go. Sonic is good. 98 million views. Look at these stats, bro. How many quote tweets? 98 million views, almost 10 million views. 58,000. Who's liking this? 58,000 retweets or quoted tweets. 65,000 comments. Look at Mr. P.O. Well, this is a really bad decision. If you want to lose longtime fans who actually buy games and move on from your platform, then this is the way to do it. But there's a way to reverse the decision. So the stock needs to crash. I don't care about the stock. What I care about is the actual like data coming in, the sales numbers and data coming in. That's what I care about, because the stock can recover. As soon as you make a hit game, a stock can recover. Views are not dollars in this case. People need to vote with their wallet. People need to vote with their wallet. I agree. People need to vote with their wallet. So we'll see what happens. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care about stocks and all that. Like we can look at Sony stock is probably already, yeah, it's like it's already up today. So the whole stock thing doesn't matter to me. You know, when people start saying stocks and all that, I don't. So
I'm not sure what is better when it comes to sending a message to Sony right now. For example, is it better to boycott games like Wolverine altogether if you don't want to support Sony? Or buy Wolverine physical to show support for physical?
It's better to buy the games physical. I don't think an outright full boycott is needed right here. I don't think it's outright needed when it comes down to it. Exactly. It's not even 8-1, it's 4-1, and it included only download titles. Exactly. This guy's a fraud, Reddish. Those stats aren't even real. Those aren't even real stats. He's a fraud. He just came here to bend over for Sony and Nishino. Dane, it's if you're listen, you can still buy Wolverine. If you plan on supporting Wolverine, you can support Wolverine. I'm not telling you to boycott games. I'm not telling you to boycott Sony completely. All I'm saying is boycott the digital. That's all I'm saying is boycott. I mean, if you want to, and I'm not even saying that. I'm saying if you want them to reverse the decision. And if you don't care, buy your digital games. That's why I'm a true consumer advocate, because in my opinion, if you buy whatever you want. If you like digital, then buy it. Whatever. If you're someone that likes choices or options, or if you're someone that actually wants to benefit from having physical around, because by the way, if you're digital, you benefit from physical. You know why you benefit from physical? Because a lot of times if the game is on sale physical, you'll find a digital sale too. They'll start matching it. So you actually benefit. Even if you don't buy physical games, you benefit from physical games. But whatever. Buy whatever you want, right? At the end of the day. But if you actually want to help reverse this decision, you should buy Wolverine physical. Bump the physical numbers all the way up. If there's a split of, 70% physical, 7-3 physical, or something like that, Sony's definitely gonna be like, okay, wait, hold up. Hold up here. What's up, Lainey? Shout outs to Lainey in the chat. She's a digital savant. I blame Jim Ryan and Herman Holst. They have done irreversible damage to PlayStation, almost as bad as Dom Matrick to Xbox. I don't know if it's that bad, but it's not good. I can tell you that right now. OJ, but the stocks. Screw the gamers. Max out the stocks. Bro, I don't care about no damn stocks, bro. Yeah, I'm not interested in Wolverine, to be honest. So the news has kind of soured me on giving money to Sony. Yeah, if you want to just listen, here's the thing about being a consumer advocate, like me being a real consumer advocate. Do what you feel is necessary. If you feel an outright boycott is necessary, you're entitled to do that. You're your own person. You're your own body. You can do whatever you want. So I feel that, yeah, you know what? If you don't want to give them any money, that's fine too. You can do that too, and you can let it be known. Let it be known. Sony stock went up, the news, because it means higher profit margins not producing physical games, but it's short-sighted. A lot of these investors are stupid. Higher profit margins, but what if you have less sales overall? What if you get less people buying your system? It's short-sighted. Like I said, it's short-sighted, but hey, look, don't take my word for it. People are saying, oh, well, nobody cares. People are just going to buy it. No matter. All right, Wiley. All right. You know what? Let's test this theory. Sony, don't reverse it. Don't reverse it. Keep it the same. Make the PS6 all digital. All right? No problem. Let's see how this goes for you. We gotta stop letting, there don't gotta be any more back and forth. If Sony feels like this is the best move, and I do this for anybody, by the way, Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, everybody. But if they feel this is the move for them, all right, cool, bet. $1,000 system, $800 system, $900 system, no physical games. All right, cool. Let's see how it goes for them. We saw the sales numbers with the PS5 and the price hikes. Switch 2 is curb stomping it right now. It's curb stomping it right now. Maybe GTA bumps sales up. Maybe it doesn't. Who knows? We'll see. But, all right, we'll see. Bet. Let's see what happens. Sony wants to play that game. They want to play. They want to go down that route. Let them. We'll see what happens. Let's let the consumers decide. People say it's the consumers decide. All right, we'll see. We'll see how well the sales are when the PS6 launches. We'll see how well the sales are for the PS5. We'll see how things work out for them. You've never bought a digital game, but you're definitely the queen of digital. Oh wait, hold up. Graceful Requiem, the casual gamer doesn't care about physical. They want to play FIFA, Call of Duty, right from their home. FIFA cards, Madden cards, that's all part of the Sony's digital ecosystem. And so what? There's a lot of core consumers that don't want to do that. Are we catering only to the casual consumer that plays FIFA and Call of Duty? You know how stupid that is? Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that you're saying that, but who cares? So what? That's what the casual and that does not eradicate everybody else. I do not care about the casual consumer. Okay, that's good for them. They have the option. I want to have the option as well. It's not even about catering to the casual consumer. It's about them just making more money. That's really all it's. That's all this is. It's not them catering to the casual consumer. The casual consumer wants to be able to have the option too. The casual consumer that buys games for their family or their nephews or their kids or whatever, they like physical games. They like going into a store and buying games too. They like going on Amazon and buying games as well. Physical games sell on Amazon. People buy physical games. People do that. Casuals do that too. Sony needs another competitor to smack them in the balls like Microsoft did during the 360 days. They've got that competitor. Nintendo's like I said. Let's wait and see. I'm telling you guys, I've got friends in distribution. I've got friends in sales. I've got friends in marketing. And if I'm telling you right now at this point, Switch 2 is curb stomping PS5 right now. I don't care about, oh, it's 6 years. Bro, PS5 gets every single third-party game. It gets advertised a lot. Switch 2's curb stomping it right now. And it's cheaper. Right now, it's just GTA. That's the thing that everyone's saying with PlayStation. If or when Switch 2 gets GTA, then what? Then what? You can play GTA. Maybe it's not going to look as good or look as nice, or maybe it's not going to run at 60 FPS like GTA on the 60 FPS like when GTA like on PS6 is going to run, but you can play it anywhere that you want. Then what? Okay. Like I said, let's see how this works out catering to the cat. All right, that's like I said, that's cool. That's cool. Let's see how it works out. Let's see how it works out. Let's see, the AI slop games that are bundled with PSN store, like 30 games for like $3. That's the kind of stuff that the part of the 85%. Yeah, exactly, which is a fake stat anyway. But yeah, that's part of like the digital game slop games and digital, like they probably, knowing Sony, they're probably sleazy as hell and count microtransactions and like digital transactions. If you download a demo, that's like a digital purchase or something. They're probably sleazy and count all sorts of digital things. Like you go on your PSN, you download a DLC pack, they count that as a digital transaction as part of like against physical. This is my alt, but I barely use it, but I guess I wouldn't mind dual mod status. GTA is an outlier. Okay, St. Phoenix. All right, thanks. I got you on here just so I know that's you, Dank. Okay, let's go. Sorry about that earlier, man. My bad. Yo, John, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that, fam. The fact that Square Enix chose to reveal Kingdom Hearts 4 at Nintendo Direct instead of State of Play says a lot. The franchise will always be tied to PlayStation. Yup. Yep.
Hey, you.
Justin with the 3.
I want to shake your hand.
Sony is counting YouTube app downloads.
They're definitely counting. They're counting all. They're counting app downloads. They're counting everything. They're counting Jim Ryan. Like, they're counting Concord, even though Concord don't exist no more. They still count Concord. They're still counting Concord. So we'll see what happens. I did a video on PlayStation yesterday, and I just got to be honest about the gaming industry right now. I titled it Dad Gum It PlayStation. That's a terrible name. Change that title instantly. I'm sorry, right? I mean, that's change that title instantly. You want a better title? No, you don't gotta change the title. I'm sorry, bro. That's not. I didn't get a chance to watch the video, man. But you gotta change that title, fam. That's not. How many views you got? Hold up. Let me. How many views you got first? How many views you got on that video first? Let me ask that. 91 Gamer Boy. Sony is becoming what internet wants you to think Nintendo is, bro. You can count that on your fingers. It's still, they probably still counting it though. They probably still counting it. Yeah, I was being funny with the title. Not many views so far. All right, yeah, change the title to like. Well, I don't know what the video, like, I don't know completely what the video's about. Like, it's about them just getting rid of, just like, Sony wants, like, you can make the title, Sony wants you to own nothing. Sony wants you to own nothing. Like, that's a good title. Or, so it's over for physical games. Or Sony has killed the used game market. Or Sony's killed physical games. Like, it's got to be, like, a title like that. Or Sony, even, like, Sony and PlayStation wants no competition. Something like that. That kind of gets the point across. Like, Dadgummit is funny, but like that's what you use like in the video as like a meme, because that's like a King of the Hill, right? You can like start off the video like that, like Dadgummit Sony, you know, like something like that. Like, but as a title, that doesn't make sense because YouTube titles need to be very basic and simplistic. You can't really put jokes into titles unless it's very, 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 very obvious that that's the joke. Because like YouTube doesn't like jokes in titles. Like. YouTube does not like jokes in titles. They just don't. So Sony wants you dead. No, don't put that. That'll get your video age restricted or something like that. So the PlayStation AI. Well, I mean, we're not talking about AI PlayStation, but yeah. Herman just wants you to push more Horizon spin-offs. Herman Holst, dude. Like I said, I'll say this once, I'll say it again. You can't, I mean, sometimes you can trust people with the boomerang hairline, but sometimes you cannot trust people with the boomerang hairline. Sometimes a boomerang hairline is just like John Lynch. I can trust John Lynch for the most part. From like the San Francisco 49ers, like he's made some mistakes, but for the most part, he's a pretty good GM. But like Herman Holtz with that boomerang hairline, I don't know if I can trust him. I can't. You just can't trust somebody with a boomerang hairline. I'd rather have a Stephen A hairline than a boomerang hairline. In my opinion, a boomerang hairline is worse in your credibility. A Stephen A pushback, or like, you know, a receding pushback, or even like, you know what I'm saying, like a receder, or even like a Spawn Wave hairline at this point. I trust my hairline and Spawn Wave's hairline a lot more than a boom. Like, you just can't trust a boomerang hairline these days. You really can't. In gaming, you just can't. It's really getting to that point, bro. It's really getting to that point. There's good ideas on titles. I will definitely change it. I pretty much focus on gaming industry in general in my video. Nice, let's go. Justin with the 3.
My title would be Sony hates you and your family. Lol, can I get some Star Fox music?
That's actually a funny title that would work because it's a very basic It's a very basic joke that you don't have to have any inside knowledge or anything about, or like know what dadgummit means, you know? So yeah, that's a good one. So, but I mean, it's like weird, but it's a good, it's funny, right? It's like you can play off of that. Thank you for the $3 though, Justin. I appreciate that. Star Fox. I don't mind bald. Being bald is fine. Like sometimes if you're bald, that's fine. Like there's been good CEOs that are bald. Some people that are bald, it's fine. But like I said, a boomerang hairline to me is a problem. To me, it's a bit of a problem. Like if it's a boomerang, you know what I'm saying? Like it goes like a McDonald's M, like a McDonald's arch. Once again, it's not the worst thing in the world. You know, like there's guys that definitely have it and get the job done. There's a lot of guys with boomerang hairlines, but in gaming, I think they're like, how many boomerang hairlines have we had that have stared us right? Not many. There's been some bald people that have came through, you know, like there's been some bald people that have came through, but like not everybody loved Doug Bowser. He was pretty bald, you know. But the guy from that does arms, the Mario Kart guy, he's pretty cool. He's bald. What's his name? Kabuki from Nintendo. He's bald. He's pretty cool. So it's not like we can't be racist against hairstyles. There's always somebody somewhere that it does good work. But like I said, you just got to be cautious about certain things. And right now I'm cautious about the boomerang hairline. I even get cautious like when it comes to like, you know, John Lynch with the 49ers and some of the decisions that they made. Like why they decide to pay Brandon Ayuk $30 million a year. That contract was a disaster. Look at him. He's all here on Instagram twerking and dancing and acting crazy, not showing up to work. Imagine getting paid $30 million and saying, I'm not going to come to work. Wow, really? Why'd you pay that guy? Even when that was happening, I'm like, I don't like the fact that they paid him. I'm like, I don't think he's worth that amount. And that's a boomerang hairline. That's a boomerang hairline. So, I mean, that's the thing that I'll say right now, you know? Like, it's... You never know. How popular is soccer over there, PE? In America, it's like one of the least popular major sports. Like football, baseball, basketball, like I think even like tennis, hockey. Pretty much everything is more in terms of like just how much the professionals get paid. Everything makes more than soccer for them. Like most of the major sports make more than soccer for the most part. Golf. But when it comes to like popularity of people watching it, oh, it's one of the most popular. People watch soccer like crazy here. They watch their favorite teams in Europe, right? Because we have, obviously, America, it's multicultural. So you have tons, millions and millions and millions of people watching. But when it comes to like the actual like major sports leagues, like MLS is not super popular. I mean, it's popular, but it's not super popular. Like compared to like NBA and NFL and stuff like that. Yeah, it's hot over here too, man. It's like 100 degrees here. You eat Taco Bell? Not really, no. What about the ABG? Yeah, I ain't seen an Angry Video Game Nerd video in a while, and then one of them popped up, and man, yeah, dude, that man's it's like a U. It's like the U, the hurricane. That hairline out there with Ray Lewis and Jeremy Shockey, and out there with Frank Gore and Michael Irvin, Cam Ward. Oh man, yeah, that The Rock. He went to the University of Miami too. Oh man, that's funny. Oh my gosh. No, he's an OG. No slander. No, I love angry video game nerd. I love angry video game nerd. No hate towards him, but yeah, but that hairline struggling though. That hairline struggling. You got to keep it real. It's struggling, bro. That hairline struggling, bro. Let's see here. AVGN is he's a guys. Listen, it's okay, man. It's like, I'm not saying that he's bad. I'm not saying that he's like he sucks. No, his videos are great. He's goated. He's one of the all-time goats. Like he's one of the greatest of all time. Like legit one of the greatest of all time. That's no hate, but I mean the hairline is definitely shook right now. The hairline is shook, bro. It's definitely shook. But I mean, listen, I can see why he holds on to it. No, I can see why he holds on to it, man. I can see why he does, like, cause I don't know, his head, he looked like he got like a Mr. Peabody like type of shaped head. So it's like I don't know how good he looked bald. You know, like, I'm not sure if he looked like. I think he might even look better just like with that hairline that he got right now than being bald. I think he still might be better. You know, so. Here's my video. Sony, why do you hate physical games? That title's too literal, but it's fine. It's better than that gummit. If GTA 6 is a game key card on Switch, I wonder if it'll go up in value since it'll be the only tradable physical available for GTA. It absolutely would go up. It'd actually be valuable because it'd be the only way that you can, like, you know, there'd be the only used copy of GTA. You know, like where you can get like a used copy. So yeah, it would be. Hairline is where I've had it. My hairline going backwards. My hairline, this corner is fading, bro. My corners are fading. I'm stressed out. Like I said, for me, here's what it is. For me, if my hairline ever goes to where it's like that, where I can go from right here to where if I go up and my corner is there, I gotta shave it. Or if it's ever like I said, like either right here or if it's like split, if it's ever to the point to where it's like we're on the side where if I go up and my hairline, I can hit the corner with my finger on the side of my head. That's when I know I'm shaving it. That's my cue to shave it if I can ever do that. So right now it's still good because it's still over here. My corner goes up. Okay, cool. But like if it ever gets to the point to where it goes up and it's like, you know, here, it's gone, bro. Yeah. Yeah, the rabbit TikTok. Yeah, it's mine is TikTok. It's TikTok, but you know, like I said, we out here. I didn't use no enhancements today. So no enhancement today. So it's all just straight up. Bro, YouTube refuses to send me notifications when OJ goes live. I'm like 2 hours late. No, it's all good, fam. Appreciate you. Let's see, being bald looks cool with the beard. Like, yeah, I mean, that's the good news. Whenever I do go bald, I can still just rock the Kratos. You know what I'm saying? I can still just rock the Kratos. I can do that. So, the black Kratos. So, it's all good. Are you a Sony pony and afraid of physical games? Well, fear no more. Introducing digital games only. Psh, man, this digital physical game stuff is stressing, bro. It's stressful. It's stressful. How many game key card heads would buy GTA 6 game key card? I mean, I would definitely pick it up because that's the only way that you'd be able to get a used copy or a physical representation of GTA 6. So, so it is what it is on that one, man. Yo, shoutouts to Joe with the 25. Let's go. Opening 3.
What about you guys, content C treaters? You are influencers of industry. Gamers are affected by you. If all of you who believe in physical media and this company is doing wrong, you should stand up, be responsible, and not support Sony anymore. Concept.
No, I agree. Like I'm hesitant to support Sony, Joe, Thank you for another 25, Joe, increasing the Hokage lead to 50. Yo, let's go, Joe. And no, I agree. Like, I get it from like a media responsibility, but remember, I am a consumer advocate first and foremost. So in my opinion, people should be allowed to do what they want. Even if it's destructive, they should be allowed to do what they want. Even if it doesn't suit them. You're your own person. But yes, I do feel like I have a little bit of a responsibility, like with game key cards, like with $80 Mario Kart, like with a lot of things that I've spoke out with when it comes to Nintendo that I specialize in, or even JRPGs or RPGs. Like I told Square Enix, please, no more splitting the game into 3 parts, Final Fantasy Remake Part 1, Part 2, like nobody, like that's not ideal. Like I get some people like it, but I that's not a good thing. So it's like, when it comes to certain things that I feel are not good for the consumer in my realm of expertise, which is physical games, which is, which is RPGs, which is Nintendo, I'm going to speak out against it. I'm going to speak out against it. I'm going to make sure that I let it be known my thoughts on that. So yeah, I agree, Joe. I agree with you. And I'm going to keep doing that. But yes, I do think content creators should speak out against it, which a lot are. I mean, even like Mr. Pio says, I understand everyone prefers different things, but for someone to go out here and try to defend Sony and PlayStation over this, no words. Just no words for these kind of people. Exactly. Removing options is not good. Removing options. Report PlayStation ceasing of physical production has been decided for some time as the manufacturing division of the disc are transitioning to make optical micro lenses. PlayStation is currently about 50% of our volume, about 20% of the new order. We're talking about 10% of the volume in 2028. Yeah, man, I don't know. So, I don't know, man. Yeah, Pierre's also let me see what Pierre says about Star Fox. Best debut in the franchise last 20 years. Star Fox Assault. Oh, 2005 did 80k units. Should be strong digital sales counted. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I probably think Star Fox is like around maybe 70, 80k with digital sales. In Japan, at least. We gotta see about the US. Star Fox is more popular here in the US. So we'll see what Nintendo reports at the sales report. I'm generally not buying digital games anymore unless that's the only option. I'm buying digital games. What's causing the future? I don't want to support that even more. Yeah, exactly. Like if that's how you feel, I agree with that assessment, you know? I agree with that assessment. So, somebody did some AI.
Digital only now.
Wait, hold up. I gotta see this. Look at this, guys. Somebody did some AI and changed this thing with Shuhei.
No borrowing for you, bitch. Digital only now. No borrowing for you, bitch. Digital only now.
Yeah. That's pretty spot on. Pretty spot on. It's very accurate. I don't know about unless that's the only option. Just encourages them to not do physical option. Well, no. I mean, the only option, like, if you buy physical now, it's not going to encourage them. If you just continuously buy physical and don't buy digital, if the numbers sway, I think it'll be different, right? But they said they've been trying to do this for quite some time now. You know, so yeah. Let's hear what MBG says.
I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your hand.
I don't if you remember, but I was all digital on Switch too, but after the news I'm changing that. I already pre-ordered Splatoon Raiders and Digimon Time Strangers at Walmart.
There's nothing wrong with the one thing that I don't want to like, you know, boogeyman people into thinking digital is like you can't buy anything digital. You can buy digital. Like, you can buy digital games, like you can support digital, but I do think that, like I said, if you want to see physical continue, like if you want to see physical games continue, if you want them to be like a thing, if you want them to still be a thing, then yeah, maybe it'd be good to every now and then buy it, you know, purchase a physical game here or there. I think probably the most important thing would be like certain big games, like a Legend of Zelda. I mean, buying that physical would probably be like go a lot farther than like maybe some of the smaller games. But the big, you know, AAA titles, I think those would be good if you buy those physical. Plus, you have value with those as well, you know, so. But yeah, digital is really convenient. But you don't have to do it for everything. I don't think you have to do it for everything. And I think that there's still, obviously, there's still room for digital and physical. But I mean, I see why, like, you know, the shift for some people. Oh, wait a minute, I don't want Nintendo to do the same thing. So I got to put my money where my mouth is, you know? All right, so MBG says, nearing 100 million views, 64K replies, most of which are torching them, and approaching 36 hours of complete silence. Perhaps they underestimated just how bad the reaction would be. Maybe they should reconsider on the whole thing. Reese Kiwi Talk says, maybe they don't care. It's a vocal minority of them. Unlike Microsoft, Sony doesn't make business decisions based off the outrage on Twitter. But wait a minute. Didn't Sony reverse the shutting down of like the PSN and the PS3? Like, didn't they reverse that based off the outrage that people had? Didn't they reverse that for the time being? And didn't Sony reverse something else based off the outrage on Twitter? There was like something else that they reversed. I thought that they reversed something else. Yeah, it wasn't like the Helldivers account thing or something like that. I know that they reversed like a thing or two, you know, because of that. So, so I don't know, man. Has there been any updates for Arc System, the Arc System Switch 2 exclusive that's supposed to come out last year? Nothing that I remember, or nothing that I've covered yet. Sometimes I see some YouTubers saying I have to buy this because it's my job. I don't agree with this. If you believe it's bad, do not support it. Give that message to your followers. Yeah, you know, I'm not of that same category. Like, I don't think I have to buy something because, like, even if I think it's bad, I don't think you have to. I mean, the only way that you would have to, I mean, maybe if you're like so pigeonholed into like one category, so it's like you kind of have to do it, like no matter what. But yeah, I think that there's definitely other things that you can cover or other things that you can do to make up for that. I mean, I think usually when a YouTuber says I have to buy this thing, it's because like they have to make money on it, right? So, and they know that's gonna make money, so they're gonna do it. But yeah, usually if something is not good, I'm probably not gonna buy it. Like if it's an all digital PlayStation 6 with no physical games, it's going to be tough for me to actually buy that, you know. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really, really, really tough for me to buy that. So yeah, that's the thing, you know. So apparently, some people are saying since Sony has converted the manufacturing division to making optical micro lenses, they're not going to go back on this decision.
Was it the Horizon Forbidden West upgrade path?
Yeah. Yeah, the Horizon Forbidden West upgrade path. Yeah, there was that. Yeah, there was definitely that. Give me 1 second here, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I'll be right back when it comes down to it. I got to go check on something real quick. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Be right back. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, guys. So I think my boy's going to wake up pretty soon here. So that's the reason why I went to go check. My wife is here, but she's waiting for me to finish up. So she just wants me to finish up because she has to go do some stuff for work and all that. So we're going to go in and we're going to call it here. I hope I was able to get a lot of the... sorry if I kind of ended on a whimper here a bit. I'm looking at the time that we have. I think we went... Okay, we went 2:35, so we almost went the full 3. So I appreciate that. We'll add on some more time for the next stream. We'll be back tomorrow. JoJo Friday is in full effect. We're going to have a good JoJo Friday. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you haven't seen my videos for today, I had 2 dope videos for today. Please go check them out if you haven't seen it. I talked about Star Fox sales and other stuff like that. So it was pretty fun. It was a fun stream, fun day. Appreciate everybody that came out to the stream today. Love all of you guys. Check out my most recent video on Star Fox. And I talked about what was it? Today was Star Fox. I do so many videos I forget what I talk about. Today was Star Fox, and today was it's not over for physical games. So if you want to hear my rant on physical games and why it's not over and why we can still fight and earn physical games, check out my video today. I have 2 videos, so we're getting a lot of work done today, boys and girls. So it's a lot of fun, I'll be back with more videos tomorrow morning, more videos in the afternoon, and live streams. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate everybody that came through. Thank you to the support today. You guys were like crazy, like always. Combo breaks. Shout outs to Big Joe with the 50-25 on the combo breakers. Big love to Party Man, everybody, Justin, everybody that dropped through, dropped support, Deported Sicilian. You guys were all great. Shout out to all the Elite Ninjas and everybody chatting here too. All the Elite Ninjas, all the ninjas chatting. I appreciate you guys. Big Dane, John, thank you for the subscription. Shout outs to everybody though, man. Seriously. Shout outs to Laney, Buck Bumble, forever. I appreciate all of you guys here, all right? Gene Chat. Yo, Gene Chat. You gotta manually search my channel, my boy. Manually search the channel so you can get the videos popping up. So I'm sorry about that, brother. So thank you guys so much for everything. I appreciate you guys. You guys have been great. Shout outs to all the Elite Ninjas. Shout outs to Rena with the 5 gifted as well. Now we'll see you guys back tomorrow for another PlayerEssence Live. All right, guys. Love y'all. Peace.